Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Bead Gallery and Nancy, and we are beading today at our Fri-Yay
Fri-Yay
beading session. I want to wish you guys a happy February 28th. It's a little after 12:30.
Wow, it's the end of February.
It is last day of February, everybody.
Wow.
So please enjoy. We're also streaming live. If you're getting this, you're watching it on either YouTube or on our Facebook page. And if you're in our bead circle, you are watching it. You are in Zoom. I want to thank our good friend Ruth for showing up.
Is anybody here? Anybody else here?
Let's see. Let's check. I'm going to check here.
Oops, June is here.
Can you let her in?
She's coming in. Here is June. There's Miss June. Welcome, June.
I'm gonna turn the mute. I'm gonna mute us on Facebook real quick.
Okay.
But they can hear us. And I'm gonna just comment to our friends on all our channels.
Hi, Ruth. Hi, Miss June. So glad you're here.
Hi, June. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. It's been a hectic week.
Oh, happy Aloha Friday.
Oh, yeah. My daughter had a baby this week.
Yay! Congratulations.
Oh, yay.
Well, thank you. But it's a NICU.
Oh.
A little premature, but I think it's, every day that's maybe tomorrow he'll come home, maybe it's the next day.
Uh-huh.
So he just has a little bit of fluid in his lungs. He's not that premature. He was like 3 weeks premature.
Got it. So everybody who is in our bead circle, who is on Zoom, just to let you guys know, we're streaming live on both YouTube and Facebook. So you are actually joining us as the streaming friends, yeah, on our Fri-Yay beading session. So June, you're live. Oh, great.
Only Nancy's live?
Only her hands. Only her hands. Only Nancy's hands are live, but you can hear everybody. It's like you're in the room beading with Nancy.
Good job, Nancy.
Don't watch too close.
Let me turn some lights on.
Oh, you're doing great, Miss Nancy.
You are always so nice.
Thank you. Ask my husband. That isn't always the case, but.
Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, today is our pseudo anniversary. Actually, it's the 29th of February. It wasn't planned to be on leap year, but that is what happened in our life 33 years ago.
Congratulations.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. So after 33 years, Nancy, I have to say he does know a little bit of what. A little bit.
I'm trying to think of how many years I've
counting?
been married.
Are you counting?
I have to go do math now.
Here comes the calculator.
It's been so many years for me. I can't even do the math. 33 for me too this year.
I was gonna say because you're not that old.
Oh,
you look
I'm
young.
I'm almost qualified for senior discounts.
So you got married young. I got married when I was 35.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And it's his second. So
I see.
yeah,
How?
I've been a senior discounter for a bit.
Pauline is looking for the Zoom. Let me go get Jason. Pauline, hold on. Okay, Jamie's gonna send it to you, Pauline.
Pauline's joining us.
She's gonna join us.
She said she might not be able to.
Oh.
Okay, I'm so excited. That's
Yeah.
great. It was so great seeing you guys yesterday in the Zoom. So fun.
I wonder if Debbie's gonna be here today.
She said yesterday she was.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna be here later, I think.
Right.
So she's gonna be on with Jamie.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you want the experts to,
Stop.
to watch the experts, you can come back later.
Look at what you're doing. You're an expert.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just started wire wrapping last year.
Well, you're more of an expert than I am.
Oh no. After working here for 5 years, Jamie and Jason figured it was time to teach me how to do it. I resisted for a long time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What was it?
I have enough hobbies.
Oh, God. Gotcha. But you were stringing, right? You were doing elastic or stringing?
Yeah, I can do stretchy cord and I can do straight stringing, sort of.
I thought so. So you just didn't want to venture out within this hobby?
Yeah, but I really love the look of wire wrap.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very clunky with it. But I do have other hobbies. I started with quilting.
Yes. Oh, there's Pauline. I'm going to let her.
Oh, Pauline's coming in.
Thank you.
Yay.
Here comes Pauline. Here comes Pauline. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You quilt?
Oh, I started quilting, and then I went into clothes making, and I still enjoy making sewing, but I don't get to do it often enough. I like to make bags.
Look at all our friends. We have 3 friends today. 4 friends today on the circle. There's Pauline running around. Hi, Pauline.
Hi, Pauline. Hi, Pauline. So glad you made it, Miss Pauline.
Welcome, Pauline. Let's see. Do we have any other friends out there in Facebook land? I just watch myself wave, and I have that hula wave. Yeah, Pauline, hula wave.
You still hulaing, Nancy?
I still am hulaing. That is my one big love. Is
hula. That's great.
How long have you been hula?
It's been 10 years minus the 2 COVID years.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Still love it. And I started a weaving class recently.
Weaving?
Weaving, yes.
What?
It's with Lauhala, which is I don't know if anyone knows what the term is for it. A challah tree is, it's these long leaves and they're very sturdy.
Oh, okay.
And you can weave. It's a Hawaiian culture thing. So I've been learning how to weave. I just made my first. I'm not finished, but I just made my first hat.
Are those leaves? They strip different things?
Yeah, so it has thorns. So there's 2 varieties. There's a thornless and a thorned variety. And so they use the thorned one mainly. I know some people use the thornless, but I was told by my kumu that you should use the thornless, or the thorned. It holds up better, I guess. And so you have to strip those thorns and you get stuck with them all the time. And you have to clean it and run it through a slip roller to press it. Yeah. And then you strip it and then you'd be ready to start weaving.
Pandanus, that's what they call
Oh,
it.
pandanus. Yes. Thank you. Couldn't think of the name. Thank you, Pauline.
I made a grasshopper once.
Oh.
I took a class when I was in Hawaii. When I was really young.
Did they make it out of
It was green, that's all I know.
It was green.
Long strips of flat, I don't know, just green long strips.
Maybe coconut leaves. Oh.
There's Pat. Let's let Pat in. And here comes Pat. You made did you say a frog, June?
A grasshopper.
Oh,
I still have it somewhere.
I was going to say, please.
Maybe like in 1970 something.
Wow.
1977.
Fantastic.
I like crafts.
Yeah, yeah.
What other crafts do you folks do?
I do. It's like what I don't. The question is what I don't do.
I understand
I
that.
just like making stuff, sewing, quilting, card making, scrapbooking, clothes making, fabric dyeing. I can't.
Wow.
Drawing, painting, watercolor. I try everything just because it's fun.
Yeah. I want to try dyeing fabric, that is.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I net judgment in your favor
Oh.
in the amount of $375 because you shields you.
Who is
Hi, Pauline.
this?
Hi, Pat.
Howdy. Hi,
Hi,
Pat.
Hello,
Hi.
Pat.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Good?
Good.
I'm going to send you my weather.
No.
Oh, you want to get rid of your weather? You don't like it?
Yeah.
It's hot here today.
It's warm here today. June, what is hot?
You know what? I don't even know. But if you're sitting out there, it's not hot. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what it is here today. It's only 70, but I was sitting in the sun reading earlier, and I got warm.
Yeah. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it's about the same.
Yeah, it like you said, it's not hot, but
Yeah, it feels like low 70s or something.
yeah,
But if you're sitting in the sun, after a while, you go, okay, I gotta go in.
agree.
We've been getting a lot of fog over here. So what we call
Really?
fog, which is volcano
Oh,
ash
yeah.
that gets
Yeah.
blown over here.
Okay.
It was Jason was saying that the Kilauea volcano was erupting, and it had spouts of 600 feet up in the air. So
How far is that from you guys?
it's a few islands away.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's on your island. Okay.
Is it the Kilauea? It's on the Big Island.
Big Island, yes.
Okay.
How far away is the Big Island, Jamie?
I think it's like 45 minutes by plane.
Okay. How many miles?
Oh, okay. Let's say the plane is going 300 miles per hour. It's probably 260 miles.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I'm gonna look right now on Google
No, it's okay. It's okay.
because now, I mean, that is kind of something I'd like to know. 185 miles.
Hey, close.
That's still a little bit of a ways.
You cannot swim.
You've tried it, I guess.
Oh, Janet says that she has a migraine.
Who does?
Janet W.
Right now?
Oh, but she's in a lounge in Minneapolis.
Oh.
She's not at home.
Oh, Janet.
Oh no, she had a migraine.
Oh, she's a sky.
She's traveling.
She's traveling.
I read her comments backwards. I was like,
Janet, I
huh?
didn't say Janet. We love you.
Yeah, you know, are you guys familiar with Vogue?
Oh, I
but-
just explained it.
No, the
earlier.
mic's over there.
Ah,
So you can talk next to Nancy.
we have this volcanic activity from Kilauea erupting, and like you can't even see the skyline in Honolulu for like all the Vogue. It's going to be here till Tuesday, so I had a headache every day this week. How about you, Nancy? Are you sneezing? Anything?
I'm actually haven't been affected by it.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, I am. I'm lucky, but I think my kids are. They have their allergies.
You can
so,
see.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I have a lot of friends that are saying, yeah, it's pretty bad.
Vogue.
Because it's very similar to the fires out in LA, like June's one.
Shucks.
But we have the heavy ash
Yeah.
in the air.
That's got to be pretty toxic, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's heavier than smoke ash. It's a little different, but we have to ask Chase what's actually in Vogue. He'll probably tell you, right?
Volcano stuff.
Volcano stuff.
Nancy, I'm going to leave that up for you like this so you can see who's with you.
Okay, thank you.
What's kind of crazy about the volcano eruption? There's like these particles. They call it pellet air.
Yep.
Glass particles that are kind of thrown up into the air and they fly and get dispersed. And they're glass shards, I think.
Yep. Pelle's hair is glass.
Oh, yeah. It's obsidian.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all your beads.
I don't know. That doesn't sound healthy at all if you
It doesn't.
inhale it.
So you kind of have to be careful. You don't want to get close or be too long for the people that are, I guess, watching by the rim.
I
Yeah,
would think that
I know.
people would be wearing masks again more, maybe.
Yeah, I think respirators.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy.
I think respirators are the best thing to wear when you're that close. But
Yes.
Don't watch me, Jason.
oh no, I'm not watching you. I'm watching the comments. I'm reading the comments. There's like so many comments. It's crazy. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I love it.
Oh, dear.
It must be tough if you live on the Big Island, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. Okay, I'm gonna go check my friend messages.
I have friends that live on the other side of where the eruption is occurring on the Big Island, and they moved from mainland. I think somewhere back in the 8th, 9th, time frame. But since when they moved Big Island, they've kind of built a house there until I don't know, maybe a couple of years back when the volcano had stopped. They had never seen Kona clear. I mean, it was always kind of, there was always this fog and this haze that was kind of covering air. Not when the volcano stopped erupting and were able to see clear sky, it was kind of this wonderful surprise. I mean, they just, had never seen it before, and they've lived there for like, I don't know how many years.
Wow.
Wow,
Pretty weird.
that
Really
is weird. Pauline, I absolutely love those fish and pearl chain earrings that you did. I just felt them, I mean, they were just really fabulous. You do such wonderful things, and yet some of them just hit me, and that was one of them.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those Keishi pearls, I don't know, those stick pearls, but they're like so irregular. I just, they're so fun to look at.
Yeah,
All these little nooks and crannies in them.
the way you used them were perfect. Beautiful in that design. I was telling Nancy with beading yesterday and beading today, maybe this is my inspiration to put at least an hour, the discipline to put at least an hour of beading in each day.
Yeah.
And listen to music or, positive things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Go ahead.
that you work out of?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Have like a little workstation or a place that you do your beading in your house?
No, I take over the dining room table.
Okay, I was
Because my room, my husband and I share that room of clutter, crafts, and interests, and more of it is mine, and more of it is definitely the clutter is mine. And so that's the other inspiration, is to get that organized. Even if I'm not in there beading, at least have some semblance of organization. I don't think in this hobby, unless you have a store, that you can be completely organized. And maybe not even in a store, but I just don't. I see posts, people asking, well, how do you organize your beads? And it's a continuous endeavor.
I agree. I was just curious how everybody else lived in their.
Do you have it looks like you're in a particular room. Do you have a room dedicated?
No, I have my beads kind of all over on our coffee table, and so earlier when I was like walking back and forth, I was kind of like collecting the things I was working on and taking it to this room here, so that I could get kind of a quiet space and just have a little
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be out in the living room. My husband's watching TV, and my coffee table's like this mess, So I was just kind of like walking back and forth, collecting all of my items, but I kept on forgetting stuff. So I had to walk back and forth again.
I'm the same way, and that's what I mean. I have not only so many beads that I don't even know what I have, but I have so much that over the years that I have purchased that I haven't even put away. So I don't even know what I have in those things. And I really, really made a commitment this month in particular okay, I really need to cut back. I need to cut back on purchasing. I just can't. I can't. It makes me sick to my stomach sometimes after I've ordered something, as much as I love it and can see, even though I don't have a plan for it.
Mhm.
But then I think, oh my God, I just spent X amount, you know? I mean, I'm talking about years ago. But yeah,
Yeah, Ruth, except I just keep buying it, can't help it.
it's hard. Well, it's hard. I did it with June. It's funny because I know
And
you're involved in the rubber stamp stuff and
I
the
really
dyes.
not as much as I think. Well, I probably have more than a store's worth, but it's because other people give me stuff, you know, like I did those cards. I finally finished it off, mailed it to Italy.
Right.
So they mail me stuff and they keep mailing me stuff. So I'm involved because other people involve me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's hard to for me. I don't say no very often.
I get it. I get it. I took a break from corporate world decades ago and worked in the rubber stamp store. Oh my gosh, I got so hooked, and then I wasn't doing it, so I needed to I chose to get rid of a lot, and I connected with somebody through somebody else that posted a lot of my stamps, like a lot, on eBay. And I got pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, but you know, it's better than nothing,
Mhm.
right?
Well, exactly. And so I started recollecting that. And so I need to use those things.
Well, your taste change. You know what I mean? Like I think when I started beading, it was to help someone out, and you didn't buy it really expensive stuff because you didn't know about it. So now I have stuff I don't want. So I'm getting a bag together to donate to a school. So, but you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
just your taste changes as you know. You know, the more you know.
yep, I
Yeah.
agree.
So
I agree.
I don't know. I have too much stuff too.
Well, yeah, I do
You guys
too.
should all come over and just take free stuff.
Well, a friend of mine just mentioned, because she just saw something that I had made, and she said something about teaching her how to bead, and I kind of made a funny face. She says, well, maybe, we can just get together and you can help me, or whatever. So kind of teach her. And I thought, well, first of all, I have a little hatchback car. So I named my car Me Haul, not U-Haul, but Me Haul, because I have taken a bunch of beads and stuff and loaded it up and gone to a friend's. But that's ridiculous. How much can I take? I mean, I want to have things. I don't know what we're going to do. So that spurred a mental inspiration again to get things organized enough that if she and I were sitting at my dining room table, that at least I could go in that room instead of going to her house. Because my house is such a mess, I've just not wanted her to come to anybody to come to my house. So anyway, I'm talking to more than everybody else.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Except when my kids move out because they get old and have their own family, and I take over their rooms, and their rooms are all full now.
That's great.
I think it's also a good way to make sure no one comes back.
Well, that's a good idea. I love it. That's fun. Oh, that's funny.
Before I moved back to Honolulu, I was living in California, and I belonged to this. It was like a polymer clay guild,
Mm.
and like polymer clay things, and I had a mother-daughter team that we would kind of go over to each other's places and have like little play dates. But when I moved here, I had to get rid of all of my supplies. I mean, because they were like so heavy. You know, clay was just like heavy to like lug around. And so I gave a bunch of stuff away to a girlfriend of mine who, you know, is a very artsy craftsy person. And then I also had like a lot of stamps because I would use stamps for my designing, you know, for the polymer clay stuff. And then with all the paints and then the silver and gold leaf and all that kind of stuff. So there's still stuff like laying in this shed in the back that I, you know, I mean, there's like no place to keep things.
I kept mine at the house. I can't do that anymore, so you know I gotta start cleaning. You know.
I'm with you.
Kind of nuts to keep buying a bigger place for your craft supplies.
I'm happy to know that I'm not the only one.
Oh no, Nancy, you are not.
I think it's nice when you have one hobby you have passion about, but when you have too many, that's a lot of supply.
Yes. And not enough time for them all.
Yeah, and you think you would have more time when your kids leave, but mine seem to occupy a lot of my time all the time. They grow up, but they still need different kind of help all the time.
Mm.
Well, then you get grandchildren.
Then you have babies, yeah.
Right?
Oh my gosh. That's my first thought was, oh my God, less time.
Babies are so cute, though. I love babies.
They grow so fast when they're little.
Mm-hmm.
So Nancy, are you going to make that bracelet too?
No, I don't know. Jason put this here. I don't know why he put this here. Maybe he wants me to talk about it. Do you know anything about it?
I was just kind of wondering.
Looks like it's just a really heavy gauge wire.
Yeah, it's that the natural pearls.
Ah. And then there's these pumpkin or melon beads.
Yeah, the time
Spacer.
silver one.
Yeah, so cute. Maybe he won't notice if I take it.
Maybe that's it. It was a gift.
Oh, that's right. This is my
Presume.
prize for doing the Zoom.
Just presume it.
Presume. That's a good one.
Big presumption.
That it is.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to go.
Thank you for popping in.
Bye, Pauline. Have a great day. Oh, look. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Those are so cute.
Let me highlight you. Hang on, let me highlight you for everybody so that we can see you're fantastic. Oh, love it.
Wow.
You're so fast.
Well, you know, I had one of them made already, so I just needed to kind of like put together the other one.
Those are some nice pearls.
Yeah. Oh, actually did a mistake, but that's okay. I have one upside down, but it doesn't matter.
No, are you going to post it?
I heard you say so cute, so I came running in.
Oh, Pauline. Pauline, show Jamie your earrings.
Oh, those are cute. I like your big link phase that you're in right now.
I do too.
Pauline likes big links.
That's cute. I
Or
would
did you
wear
see my
that.
note, Nancy? Your tray is crooked.
I fixed it, see? But then it's crooked on my table. So it's the camera that's crooked.
Oh,
Pauline,
Jason,
enjoy your day.
have a great day, Pauline.
Bye, Pauline. Thanks for joining us.
Enjoy. Yes. Thank
Come back.
you.
I'll be here at in about 2 hours doing some tip drill wrapping with the girls.
Happy Aloha Friday.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So this bracelet, Jason was gonna ask this. Does anyone want to try and make something like this with him? If so, he was gonna tell them to grab some wire and some beads.
Oh, okay. That's why you punked it down there.
Go, Nancy.
It's not my prize.
It's not your prize. How is your bracelet?
No, it's not a bracelet. It's a necklace.
Well, how is your necklace?
It's coming along. It's almost a whole foot long.
Keep going.
How much more do I need to go?
You're at 12 inches. 8 more inches.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Oh, how about 2 more inches? 2 more, and then call me, and then I'll come over and check, and then we'll go 2 inches at a time.
Okay, so 2 inches plus this, right?
So that's like 12. Then you
That's
can have a
fine.
little choker pretty soon in 2 inches.
No, I don't want a choker. I want a long one.
Oh, okay. Then lots.
Keep going.
Keep going. I ate onions, and I regretted it. Good thing it's a Zoom. But
not
good-
for
I was
me.
gonna say not for Debbie Tebow, who's gonna be with me in person.
Debbie, bring your mask. Double mask it.
Oh, shut up. Okay, get back to wire wrapping so I can watch you. I'm eating my chili.
No, don't watch me.
I'm eating
'Cause
chili
then-
and watching you.
Because I have a crooked one right here. I'm going to fake it.
Let me see if I have any tips for you.
It's crooked. I bent it. You see? I bent it. Oh, I was going to ask you, since you're here and I get free advice. I watched you wire wrap, and when you do your first one, you use the
Round nose plier?
chain nose pad, and then you bend it back and whatever. But when you're on the other side of the bead and you stuck the bead in, you just go with this. How come? Because you can. Because you've done it long enough where you don't have to. So I should still use the chain nose.
Okay, so the chain nose for the first one makes a really nice 90-degree angle.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't get that kind of angle with the round nose.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when you're going to make your stop sign, you're like, oh, why does it look slightly off? Well, if you use the chain nose, chances are, you'll get that sharpness that you don't get with the round. Then I switched to the round nose because I want a really, really small wire wrapping area. My chain nose makes 2.5 wraps. Sometimes I want 1.5. So then I use the tip of my round nose.
Okay.
So like depending what I'm making. So you must be watching me doing something with 24 gauge or 26 gauge.
Yes.
When I do 22 gauge, the tip of the round nose is too small. And then I can only get like 1 wrap in there. So I got to sometimes switch. So depending what I'm making.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Let the tool do the magic.
So as far, and Jamie, I don't know if you know this, but I'm sure you probably do, but as far as the bracelet that Jason wondered if we wanted to make, is it going to require, I presume it's going to require hammering?
No.
Oh, awesome. I'll do it.
What gauge wire?
Do you have 18 gauge wire?
I'll look right now.
18 or 16 is good. And make sure you have big hole beads that fit that wire.
Okay, I'm right there.
Beth Rising says secrets from a beater. Hi, Beth. Me and Pauline were talking about you because we've known her for a couple of years now, just from COVID, just from meeting her. And we're like, oh, we like that, Beth. And I'm like, yeah, she's the one that has the bird as her.
The bird?
The bird, she's a parrot. She likes birds. Yeah, I like that. That's how we know some people by like their avatar. I'm gonna look and see if anybody else has like an avatar that pops out. She definitely has one. Beth, are you feeling like beading today? If so, I can send you a Zoom link. Let me know. Look at Pat. She looks super busy.
have to beat it, had to find it.
Oh, I was like, look at her. She's just like, oh, she's like doing something.
That's a cool place, Butternut, Wisconsin.
I know.
It's very cold.
Very cold.
I think that might be
And Debbie,
my Debbie.
the doorbell just rang. So Jamie. Oh, Teresa. Teresa, do you want to come join us on the Zoom? If so, let us know. We can text the link to you. Pat, what are you working on?
This.
Oh, that looks
A
very
flowy
pretty.
necklace,
Ah,
but I'm not quite sure.
that's pretty.
That'll be pretty.
So I have, these beads, these pearl, mother of pearls, and I use AB coated crystal quartz,
Uh-huh.
and then a coated moonstone because it came up with the same kind of like shimmer of the pearl.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? But
Pretty.
I've got enough. I might have too many fillers and not enough
Mm-hmm.
mother of pearl. So I'll do this one, and then I'll probably end up cutting it apart and starting over. But it is what it is.
Okay, Teresa. No problem.
Hey, Jamie, what's the possibility of me using a square wire?
Oh, Ruth, I'm sorry. Jamie walked out. I think Debbie,
That's
she
okay.
went to answer the door. So,
That's okay. I'll set it aside and ask questions later.
Jason should be on in about 15 minutes.
No hurry. Oh dear, I'd have to go get beads if I do. Well, I'll see.
We're streaming both on Facebook and YouTube, and then there's a private one with Zoom. And here's you.
Hello, how are you?
So let's say hi to the folks. Got it.
Hello.
Nancy's here.
Hey, hi,
Oh, I
Debbie.
get to see your bracelet, your necklace.
My necklace.
I'm looking
Don't
at a
look too
bracelet.
far. Don't look too close. Don't look too close.
That looks beautiful.
Oh, anxiety with this.
I know you're brave.
Oh, Beth says, still working from home, still have parrots, looking at Larimar beads on my bead tray. Inspiration is coming.
That sounds nice.
Yes, wire wrapping is not easy to do, but we can do it. I think I can. I think I can.
You can. Look at what you've got already. I like it with the small
With the
size
smaller.
beads. That's really pretty.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Debbie, when are you here till?
Pardon?
When are you here till?
Until Monday. We leave on
Oh.
Monday.
Oh, so soon.
I know it went really fast, but it always does.
Yeah. But you'll be back soon. Right?
Mhm. I hope. It might be, next year at this time, though.
Oh, really? Aw.
I would come back sooner if it was up to me. What is everyone working on?
I'm stringing a necklace. I made a little pendant with some wire wrapping, but I'm not real happy with it. But I'm going with it. It's more organic.
Okay.
What is Pat working on? I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Oh, I have a floating necklace I'm working on.
Pretty.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you. I'm gonna probably take it apart though.
Well, we do that sometimes.
I know. I'm not getting enough of the mother of pearl, and I gotta redo it.
Sometimes you have to do it part way just to figure out what you really wanted.
Right, because you can lay it out on, I have a large board, and I lay out my pattern and how it's gonna look, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I'm like, once it gets on the string and it's hanging, it's like, no.
June, what are you working on?
It's kind of embarrassing.
She has said that before, and then it's something that's so
amazing, right?
So yeah, it's spectacular.
A long time ago, I started projects like years ago, and I have so many. I have an attention span of a pea sometimes. I do something because I want to learn how to do it, but once I figure out how to do it, then I move on. So I have a project. So I thought I'd start back to I have a box full. So I grabbed this, and this is like when I discovered what's it called? Dragon's blood bead or something? Dragon's blood? Yeah. So then I thought, after that, I think I showed Janie maybe a few years back. I thought, I wonder if you can bake Fimo clay on gemstones. So then I tried that. So then I came up with a pendant that I don't like. So I thought I'd try to paint a little bit on it. That's what I was doing now. And it's kind of a dragon.
Wow.
And I thought I baked them in the oven. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yep.
I could do it. So I baked them in the oven.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so cool.
Wow.
That's very cool.
On them now. And
My gosh.
Wow, this is going to be hard to hold up. Okay. So this is not wearable because obviously I wouldn't be top dead with this on. But if I thought, I don't know, I should finish it, maybe frame it and put it in the studio or something. So I'll hang them from the bottom of this. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, pretty.
Gosh.
That's so pretty.
So
What-
it's all dragon's blood beads and some other kind of.
What's the white leaf looking ones?
Yeah, I was going to say, except for that, I think that's what is it called? The light blue stone?
Aquamarine?
Yeah, I think it's aquamarine, but a low grade aquamarine. But anyway, that's what this is. I don't know if you can see it all.
Oh, that is really sharp.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's something you'd wear. At least I wouldn't wear this kind of thing. But anyway, so that's kind of what it is. I'm kind of painting them with some gold and I'll put some brown highlights maybe, and then I'll attach them, put a clasp and put it, at least one's out of the box. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You made the dragon and attached him on. And
Yeah, and I put him in the oven for a little while. It's but he doesn't look so good. So I thought maybe I'll
stop.
brush on him. I don't know. It's really hard to work that small when you have chubby fingers. So anyway, trying to work with toothpicks, trying to mold them on. But it sticks really good. So if you ever want to put something that you have a pendant, you could bake something on with Fimo on a
Wow.
on a
So you
piece of-
baked it right onto the gemstone.
Yeah, I put it on, and I made cubes and, ovals, and I pushed it on. And then I put it on a baking sheet. I put a piece of foil on, and I put what is that stuff you put inside of stuffed animals? That polyester fiber film?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Out of that. Then I put him on top so nothing would change, right? Because you'd be lying down flat. So I put that on there. I don't know, whatever the Fimo is, it's pretty low, like 220 or something. I don't know, it's pretty low in the oven. And I baked it maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I hear you're supposed to have a dedicated, little oven. I didn't do that. I use my own oven. It's not like once every 20 years, okay? So, and it came out hard and it worked.
That's really cool.
Well, now I know it. Well, originally I wanted to do something more aquatic, like an octopus with tentacles going around a gemstone. But then I discovered dragon blood a few years back, and I go, "Oh, that's cool. Let's make a dragon," And then
Yeah.
so that was kind of fun. So I might do it more with an octopus and then do sea creatures, tiny sea creatures or something. We'll see. It's whatever the spur of the moment is. So it's a kind like I said, it's kind of a waste of time, but it was a good learning experience. So now I know you can bake with it. What I did is I researched the stone and
Okay.
we dig it in the earth, right? So it's kind of like it's pretty hot in these deserts and hot things. It's not hotter than me doing, and then all the pressure from. I said, why not? I don't see why not.
What could happen to it, right?
It's, if the stone cracked or something like that, it's like, oh well, I know, oh well. But I looked it up, and it seemed like I don't see why not. So, and I tried to find some on the internet where other people did clay work and baked it with Fimo, and I couldn't find anything definitive. So I said, well, oh well.
Go for it.
That's it's like, so I lose $2-3 on a stone, So it's kind of like, I thought it was worth an experiment. I was to try different things. Oh, that worked.
Oh,
But I think anybody can do it. I mean, you don't have to make a dragon, obviously. You could do something different. You could do like a fish or a logo or whatever your thing is,
Yeah, if I only knew how to be artistic to
You
create
don't really
something
have
like that.
to. I mean, people are pretty simple. You could even use with your own beads. I'm imagining like if you have a flat surface, like this is a flat stone, you could add a little bit of Fimo clay and add bead design, a graphic design, straights and stripes. Like if you wanted a stripe,
Right, yeah, that.
stripe color, and then add some beads. And, I mean, it really leads to almost endless possibilities depending on what you want. Everything doesn't have to be like. I tend to like the things. My thing's kind of full on like, oh, that's dragon's blood, so I should make a dragon. It doesn't have to work that way, but that's how my mind went. Oh, this is this. I should do this. But that's the most easiest approach in my mind. But it takes a little bit more thought to think of, like when you think about Easter eggs. You know how like the different prints on an Easter egg. There's zigzags and straights and narrows, and you can even do that kind of thing on a. Let's say you have a inexpensive moonstone or something, you just needed something, you could use some sparkle, you could add little whatever you want, dots, and I think sometimes the most cool looking designs are based on simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
I think the overkill, So you can put stripes or whatever. But yeah, I think almost anybody can make a tiny flower or a bud, or a bamboo shoot, something simple. They're just like tubes. You just have to research a graphic image online, and you can do it pretty easily. I think most people just don't because they don't try. But I forgot to say, leaves are pretty easy.
Good point.
Anyway, we'll see how this comes out. If not, like I said, no great loss.
I bet it'll be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I agree.
Ruth, what was your question for Jason?
Oh, Jason, for your bracelet that you were gonna make, I need to go get beads because I only brought out what I was.
All you need is your pliers and 18-gauge wire, or 12. You can even do it in 20.
Okay, if I used 18, I have 18 square. Could I use square?
Sure.
Okay, well, I might try that. I might make the bracelet and not put a lot of beads on it because that would mean I have to go search for beads.
Yes.
And
I can show you a trick also on 18 square if you want to make it have a little bit of pop. I'll be back.
Like either twist it or add some another color metal.
He walked out, so he.
Oh,
Sorry.
Just wait till he comes back and does his section. That's okay.
I think he's trying to get set up so that he's ready.
Yeah, no problem.
He's setting up the store because we open at in an hour and a half. Yes. So
It is Saturday, yes.
So when
it's
it's his turn, then all he has to do is leave and
Oh, you're right. I'm
Well, you
wishing
have an
away
extra
my
day.
days. I
You
have an extra day. Yay. You're doing amazing with that long piece of wire. I am still struggling to get used to that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
trying.
very, and I have to think which
Because
way
it
does it
bounces
go.
around. Yeah.
That's my hardest thing. It feels so
But it's nice not to
dyslexic.
lose your wire because you've cut it a
Yes,
couple
yes,
times.
yes. Oh, can't do that yet. I'm gonna put this.
I think I'm going to go out and get my stuff together because I
Okay.
have a class with Jamie in like 5 minutes. So I'll see you all a little later.
See you, Miss later, Miss Debbie later.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Daddy.
Bye.
Does anyone have any exciting weekend plans?
Not excited.
Nope.
It's gonna be too cold.
What is your temperature, Pat? You keep mentioning how cold.
Okay.
I'll bite. How cold is it?
I don't know. Well, I usually say if I'm gonna look at the weather, I'm gonna burn my eyeballs because I don't like it.
So when you say cold, what personally do you feel?
Personally,
Yeah, what is
when it
cold
hits
to you?
zero.
Pardon
When
me?
it hits zero.
Oh,
Zero.
okay, so if it's 20, that's not really.
Oh, that's nice.
It's warm.
Somehow you guys get used to the warm weather by you. You know, we get used to the colder weather.
Mhm.
I haven't put on a winter coat yet. I just wear a sweatshirt.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Go to the
I'm not
market.
out very much, but let's see. Where the heck are we? What do we got here?
You go to the market and things like that in that kind of weather.
Try not to.
Good. Common sense club.
Well, it says it's 20 degrees out right now.
Jeez.
Isn't too bad. And wind chill is at 6. Hey, that's not bad. It's cold though. The wind is raw because it's coming off the lake, and when it comes off the lake, it's colder than just being away from the water.
Would that be-
Which I nice.
Would that be coming from the north?
Yeah, it's coming out of the northwest.
Yeah.
So she's coming off the lake, and we're right on the water, so it gets a little cold. So not too bad. And we're gonna be a high of 18 tomorrow. Oh,
Ooh.
Okay.
and partly sunny. Ooh, that's awesome.
How deep is your snow right now out there?
Well, I just had a meltdown, so I would say there's probably, depends where you look, probably down to about 8 inches again.
Oh, okay.
So we did get warm this past week. I think we got up in the upper 40s, so which was awesome. That's not too bad. Tomorrow's cold. Well, cool. Tonight's cold. Saturday night's real cold. But you get used to it, you know? It's wind is cold.
Here's the thing, Pat. When I was much younger, because I'm 67, soon to be 68 in April. when I was younger and I would tell people I wasn't going to have children or I didn't have children, people would say, but it's different when they're your own. And I thought, I'm sure it is. However, if it isn't for me, I'm kind of done stuck. So as far as going to be in a place like Wisconsin and you saying, now I'm tongue in cheek because my tone sounds like I'm being very serious, but in some ways I am. If I were to go to Wisconsin, you say I would get used to it. But you know what? If I didn't, it's kind of like having my own children. I'm kind of stuck. So,
A lot of the people that live up here there's a lot of retirees up here. And
and
they,
I'm joking.
oh,
I'm joking.
but a lot of them go south. They have homes south because they leave here for winter. They come back because we have all the changing of the seasons. You have all that gorgeousness. I would be
And
sad if I have this.
Right. And I was joking. I was
I
joking. Other than about the kids.
Like,
Other than,
pretty when it snows.
oh, I'm sure. And you know, I've often thought I have family in Rhode Island.
Ooh.
And I've often thought of wanting to live in Rhode Island, which is not going to happen. But, you know, living in the snow is different than visiting the snow.
Correct.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think if I've ever been
Take
No,
a break,
at
but Ruth is
below
always
zero.
going to stay in this.
I don't think so.
You don't want to be.
I mean, we had a place in the Sierras. They had a little condo because everybody skied.
Okay.
I don't remember it ever being that cold.
I don't think the Sierras got that cold very often, if at all.
How you doing, Nancy?
Good. I'm waiting for you
Are you having
to
fun?
take over.
Are you having fun?
It makes sense, Ruth.
You think?
Am I having
I
fun?
mean, I don't know that it ever has gotten that cold.
I don't think so either.
All right, I have this just in case I need to size. I need a ruler, which I have. How you doing, Nancy?
Oh,
Are you having fun? Oh my gosh,
I'm-
that necklace is
getting long.
really
It's
long.
getting
Actually,
long.
that's really long.
Nancy.
Hey.
I gotta spotlight you. Let's see.
Oh no, not too
No, we
close.
gotta spotlight you. Notice how-
She did good. Is doing good. She is doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do it, Nancy.
No.
There, how's that?
No, too close.
See?
No,
Pretty.
look at that.
Too
Very
close.
good.
Okay,
Nice.
let's back it up. Thank you, ladies. You're very kind.
Well, it's the truth.
Look at that.
It's the truth. It looks
I will, when it's done, I will wear it proudly.
As you should.
Mhm.
And if anyone asks me to make it for them, I will say, I will teach you how.
Well, and that's the thing with things like that is to be proud of it because, again, you made it. I mean, that is
Mhm.
amazing.
That's why we craft, right? That's why we make
Mhm,
things
mhm.
because, yeah. I know Jason, my daughter, she'll kill me for telling you
What?
on the air, so don't tell her. But she found this bracelet that she wants to make,
Okay.
and it's out of like 6-gauge wire. And I said, "You're nuts."
Like 6-gauge.
6 or 8.
8-gauge is like 3 millimeters. That's pretty thick.
Yeah.
What does she want? It's like a bangle?
It's like a link. You make all these links and then you connect. It's similar to the chainmail
Yeah. Mhm.
that you make, but it's more
Hammered?
Hammered.
I think it's like a Cuban. It's been around. I've been seeing it a lot.
Mm.
People are making it again,
Uh-huh.
and they make links and they twist it, and then you draw it.
Oh, kind of. Yeah.
You twist it, you draw it, and then it's flat on the
Yes,
top.
flat. Yes.
And it's very popular in the 70s and 80s. And the guys used to wear it. You know, Mr. T?
Oh, yeah.
It was flat
very
on his
thick.
chest. And
Yeah.
yes, I have one too.
And she said, "I would wear that." And I said, and then I said, "Okay, look up the cost of the wire."
Oh my. Okay.
She goes, "Okay, I'm gonna need 1 foot."
1 foot. That's all?
I don't know.
Okay. You ask her
And I
to
said,
tell her to send Uncle Jason the instructions, and I'll help her because I'm really
I
curious
know.
now.
I told her,
I'm-
you should just ask Uncle Jason to help.
I'm super curious now because if they have instructions to that Cuban, I'll go for it. It's
She's
gonna-
been watching all kinds of YouTube videos
Wow,
about it,
she's awesome.
and
Who'd thunk, yeah? She's like you. She's a crafter.
she's a crafter, but she doesn't want to do what I like to
I
do.
know. She doesn't want to do what
She
you're
has
doing
to.
at the time, right?
Yeah, she likes to do her own thing, not what mommy wants to
What's that
do.
movie? 13 on going to 30.
Oh gosh.
All
Okay,
right.
will
So I'm going to tell
free
Jamie that
this
we're
up.
moving on.
for Jason to come on in.
I have a question, Nancy, real quick.
Sure.
So I noticed that Jamie says a lot of times she refers to herself about other people being auntie. And you just mentioned
Uncle Jason.
uncle.
Uh-huh.
Right. Is that a cultural thing?
Yeah,
Or
it's
I
a
love it.
It's
I
something we
love it.
do in Hawaii. If we don't know the person's name, we just call them, if they're older than us, we call them uncle or auntie.
I
It's
love it.
it's a kind of, to me, a respectful way of
Yeah,
referring to someone if you don't know their names.
I love it.
Second hour.
Yeah,
Ready.
I love it too,
Oh,
until I got called auntie. Then
What?
I felt old.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just like one of those weird things. Here's your loaners. You guys, did
And
you
I
tell
like,
them?
give this back to you.
Did you tell them that you have your own set now?
I have my own set of Lindstrom.
You've been wanting them for a bit, yeah?
Jamie and Jason gave them to me for Christmas.
Because you deserve it.
So,
You want to say bye to everybody?
oh, bye everybody. I have to go to work now.
Bye. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me.
All right. Thanks, Nancy. And I told everybody out there that you were doing all you were doing. So, yeah, so Nancy was doing the basic wire wrap links, which was done in the 24 gauge. This is going out to Jen out there. So, this was basically it in 24 gauge. This is the larger pearls. So if you guys ever want to do it in larger pearls, if you guys were in the Beetle, in the Bead Hui, you got this notification that we were selling these last packs of 15 on special. We still have it on we still have it online, but the discounts are less because of the cost of materials and the cost of shipping it from Hong Kong. So we have these now. We have them in 3 sizes. So Nancy was using the middle size. This is the larger size. So if you wanted something with a little bit more pop on your wrist, look at that. So you can use the 12 millimeter on your wrist. It's like you're wearing a lei on your wrist. It's kind of pretty. It's really, really pretty. It really is. So if you want a little bit of pop, we have these available. If you're in the bead circle, you guys know who you are. Give me a call. Let me see if I have any more of those 15 piece specials available for you. We had a question from our friend Ruth. Ruth, thank you for asking about square wire. Yes, you can use square wire in your projects. The only difference is since it's not round, sometimes you might have issues with it rounding corners. But if you size down like to a 20 gauge, you can get it pretty much the same as an 18 gauge with no issues.
Okay.
I have some plated gold and silver square wire that I'm going to show you what to do with. If you have this in your wire box and you don't know what to do with it and you wanted something fun, you can cut yourself about a foot of wire. And I'm just going to go off the hook right now. I'm just going to play because it's stuck in my head right now and I have to get rid of it. I have to purge that thought already. So here's some 12 gauge. This is 20 gauge square wire. It is base metal. Okay, it's in the soft. It's brass. Okay, with a coating of gold. If you want to use it just right off the bat, just like this, it's pretty. You know, it has a nice square look to it. It shines. Can you guys see that? See how it flickers?
Mhm.
That's how you can tell it's square wire besides the edges. So if you guys aren't familiar, wire comes in all sorts of shapes. Round is the most common. Then you have square, you have half round, you have triangle, you have a few others that are just way too hard to mention. But for the most part, those are the ones that you can get without too much fabrication fees. But that's square wire right there.
I drew some wire,
Oh.
lead earlier. So
Hey, that's just like
Huh?
Jamie did that yesterday.
she did.
She did.
I just poked my.
Ask Ruth. She
Ask
poked.
Ruth about what?
Jamie poked her finger yesterday. Remember that?
Always need to.
And then Nancy just poked. So Dave, see, always need to flush cut.
Always need to flush cut. I thought it was flush cutting.
I know. Sometimes if you have if your skin is really really soft, it tends to do that. You know.
Mhm.
So getting back to the square wire, you can use it as is, but if you want a little bit of flair and you want to create your own type of wire, you can twist it. You can twist your own wire. There's two ways to do it. You can do it by hand. You can do it by tool. You can do it by motorized tool. I know June's probably seen this thing before, but you can take it, you can clamp it onto your drill and tie the other end to a solid object. Some people use doorknobs or whatnot. You can clamp it onto a vice grip. I do mine very mechanically. I use pliers. And in this case, this is for all those tool people out there, this is an airline. Well, you use this to twist wire. This is a wire twister. Has anybody seen this out there in my bead circle?
No. Cool.
So it's basically it's a vice grip and clamp at the same time. See this? Your clamp goes onto here, and you can twist your wire using this knob right here. Kind of cool. The things I used to teach at the store. So you clamp it down like this, and you lock it in with this, and then now you have a vice gripped piece of wire. Nice, right? Then you can lock this in on the other end, but sometimes you lose the length of wire, especially if you have really precious metal wire, and you don't want to lose that. What you can do is you get two of these. Ha! And you clamp it in like so. You have someone hold it for you, and then you twist it. I don't have a vice grip or clamp or an assistant right now, but for the most part, I'm going to do this on the side. But what you're going to do is you're going to pull this. I should do a demonstration online on YouTube and show you guys this. But for the most part, you pull this, and it twists the wire in the middle. Kind of neat, right? I used to use this in my fusing class. I used to use two pieces of wire, and I used to twist it together to get twisted wire.
when you say that it twists in the middle, so
It does this.
Okay, so it gives a very even. I have this little tool. Couldn't tell you where I got it.
Uh-huh.
Can you see it? I can spotlight myself.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, and it has like, you unscrew the end and it can then you can put the wire in.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like, and then I hold it with a you know, flat nose wire or something.
Right.
And do it, and it sounds like it's very similar. But I like your stuff.
Okay. Here, Pat. I know Pat's curious. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Awesome.
So what I do is I pull this. I'm gonna pull. Let me widen the view. You guys are gonna get some metalsmithing props today. Ready? I have this clamped to this. Again, I can clamp this to a vise, but I don't want to lose a lot of material. So what I do is watch. Ready, June? I pull that.
Oh, cool.
Then I release this, and it doesn't untwist the piece down here. So watch, I'll do it again. Let me do wide. Maybe how wide can I go here? There we go. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to pull this. Can you see that? And then you can hear me do this. Snap that.
That tool allows it for a much more even.
It's very even.
Versus two
Right.
pliers.
Yeah. So you can do it with 2 pliers if you have to.
Right.
But this gives me that consistent piece. So when we used to teach class, I used to do a fused ring class, and we would build pieces of twisted wire together. And then you can layer the twisted wire together within itself if it's in the same gauge. So when you fused it or soldered it, you'd get an even diameter around the piece. So it's got some neat little thing going on. But that's what you can do with square wire if you don't like the hard edge. And now you just release the grip right here, squeeze it, and now you have twisted wire.
Wow. Did that harden it some?
Yes, it turns it from dead soft to half hard almost instantly, because you can see it's still got a little bit of softness, but it's about 2/3. It's not quite half hard, but it's more than a quarter hard. So,
Beautiful.
and if you look at it from, if you split this, it's almost round. If you guys split this wire, you cut it, and you looked at it from the side, you can see that it's almost round because you're taking a square edge and you're rounding it because you're using something that's turning something round.
Pat, what do you think?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can use a vice grip, you can use a doorknob, you can use a whole lot of different things. You can use your power drill to take square wire and twist it. You can take 2 pieces of round wire and twist it. Okay? Back in the back when and I think they still do it. They use this airline mechanics use this to twist wire to create wire or suspension for their pieces that they need to fabricate. Kind of neat, right? So now you have square wire that's round, and then you can turn this into this. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, now that idea is out of my head, now I can like focus. All right.
Can you twist 2 or 3 wires?
Yes. Yep. So like I said before, we used to take fine wire. We took 2 pieces of it. We clamped it together in the grip. And then you twisted it. And then you got 2 round pieces twisted together.
You do more than 2?
You can do more than 2. Whatever this grip can do. You're limited to how much how much hand strength you have here. So what I had friends who didn't have a lot of hand strength. So what I would do is I'd heat up the ends. I'd anneal the tips of the wire, cool them, and then we'd hammer it flat and then put it into the clamp. So you can get it into here. And since you annealed it, the ends won't break because of the temperature. You brought it down, okay? Because right now, if you try to twist this into another piece, you could have some issues with it breaking. Because it's pretty springy. It's super springy. It used to look like this, guys. Ready? This is the original. That's the original. So it went from this to this. So don't feel scared to not play with wire. If you have to, buy some plated material and just play around. I use copper a lot for fabrication, and then I go right into silver. I don't use too much of the gold metals because we don't often use gold, solid gold. So we're opted to use filled wires. And there's nothing wrong with filled wires. It's just that it's an overlay, and it's not like an alloy like brass, bronze, or silver, okay? Sterling. So you get a little different play. So this is brass wire with a gold plating, and it's about 1 foot. And let's see how much it shrank after twisting it. Yes, you lose you change its. So it went from 1 inch. It didn't lose. Oh, it lost about 1/4 inch. About 1/4 inch.
Considering how much you twisted.
Yeah. So getting back to June's question about taking 2 wires, when you take 2 wires and you measure out 1 foot each, and you twisted it together, you're going to lose a little bit because it's compressing the material together. So you can lose about anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, but it depends on the diameter of your wire. So the gauge will determine how much space gets compacted into that area. And the more you twist, the more it gets shorter. That's it. Okay. So again, play around. You can do a little bit of testing. Okay. So after you do your clamping, make sure you cut off your ends because there's some damage to it, because these are hardware tools. So you're going to have serrated tips. Okay. I took some duct tape, and I'm surprised the duct tape lasted that long, but you can duct tape your ends. All right. Cut off your ends. Just so you know. All right. So I'm going to make about a little larger than a 7.5 inch bracelet. Okay. Which, depending on what kind of bead you use, is going to be. This is about 8 inches of length. So that 7.5 on the bracelet mandrel is 8. Can you guys see that? 8 on 8 1/4. Okay. On a line, on a linear scale. Okay. So just remember that you got to use a little bit of that when you build that. And you can. All right. So take this. And it also depends on how much beads you put on here. So if you have bigger beads, you're going to need a longer bracelet. Okay. So let's build this first part right here. Let's see. Which one do I want to build first? I think I showed you guys on a Facebook Live one time, right? How to build this. Maybe. All right. So here's your piece. We're going to just build that round part right there. Just a simple hook. Well, you know what? We're going to do this side first. That way we can trim on this side. So we're going to build this hook right here. It's basically a piece of wire that comes up and down, and then wrapped on itself. So I am going to use about 1 inch. Well, let's not chintz that. Let's do 2 inches because I have to make the hook 2.5 inches. I don't want to blow it. Okay, 2.5 inches of wire. Okay, just get that bend in there for now. So I know where I'm doing. You can also use a Sharpie marker. I like a bend in there. Then half here.
Okay.
Like that. That's that lip right there. Okay, on the flip. Any comments anywhere? Nope. All right. Now we're going to wrap this portion right here onto that angle that I made. Again, you can use a Sharpie marker if you like. Right there. You can use your chain nose plier or your flat nose plier when you do this project. I like the flats because it gives me a better grip. See how that? Okay. So that 1-inch bend, you ate up a little bit of wire at the tip. But I do use my chain nose, you guys, to do the cleanup work because it can get in there nice. When you do your tucking in end part, make sure you tuck it in so it's not touching the skin. So make sure you design it in a way where that part right there doesn't get in your skin. Cover, cut. Take your chain nose plier again and tuck that in there. Get right in there. And bead circle people, just stop me anytime, okay? All right, so there it is. There's your tongue. June, Ruth, Pat,
Yeah.
you can see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2, right? You can make it, obviously you can just do a simple hook part with 1 piece of wire, but you see this portion right here, this tongue right here, old design, old jewelry design, because when you hook this in, you don't have to file it. It's rounded already, okay? When you do a hook like I designed for the Bead Gallery's S hook, you have to file that edge down so it doesn't scratch the skin. This is already nice and tapered. It's got a round loop to it, okay? So you don't have to do any work to this. The only issue is that little cut that you made right there, okay? So ends always have that issue, okay? So now we're going to create this portion right here. And we're just going to use our round nose pliers. And we're going to bend it inward. There's 2 ways to do this. You can bend it inward like this, or you can pull it with your thumb and index finger, okay? It's up to you which way you guys want to do it. I'm not picky on that, okay? I have friends who can't push with their thumb, so they'll turn with their wrist. Okay, so I'll do both so you guys can see. So I'll turn like this, and I'll pinch down like this. How's that? And then there's your spacing. So basically, I took the length that I wanted with a little bit of play right here. And you can make it short like I did here. It's up to you. Just play around. Then take either your round nose pliers here or your chain nose pliers, depending on how hard you want this angle to be. and turn your wrist up like that. And there's your hook.
Is the little band you just put in, is that to help you hook it onto your bracelet easier or something?
Which one? This one right here?
Little yeah, that.
This right here?
Yeah.
This wrap? Yep. Good idea. Yep. It's almost automatic to me. If you look at the way I designed this, that portion right there touches that, like just barely. And it's the it's the narrow point. Right there. It's like the Panama Canal. Let's not bring politics in here, but it's that narrow point right there that lets everything in. And it keeps it nice and tight. Pretty neat, yeah? Yeah, we had been taught that a long time ago, me and Jamie. So we use this technique even without us knowing. We automatically build it like right there. Okay, so now you have this right here. And then you get your ruler out. Back that up. About 8 inches. About. Then now you can add your beads onto here. All right. So add your beads that fit onto this wire. That's like why the 20 gauge is nice, because the 20 gauge will fit more wire fit more beads than the 18 will. These have extra large holes. Let's see if we can see some. So these extra large holes you can do pretty much anything with. Okay. With this right here is 20 gauge, and it'll fit some things, but not a whole. It'll fit more than this. So when you add that on, you finish it off with this component right here. Okay. And if you look at it, that just snaps on like that. Okay. Snap like that. You hear that snap? That snap is what you need to make this happen, because it won't come off. All right, let's finish this off without any beads. Pretend we put some beads on. Start at 8 inches. When you build this, you want to make the loop perpendicular to the hook. So here's your hook, like that. Hook is up. You're going to bend this that way. Take it over. Make sure. Looks like that. I'm going to get my wrap and tap so I can make a nice large loop. If you don't have a wrap and tap, no worries. I can show you how to make a big loop with your small pliers. Want to see? There you go. Go right here. You just have to eyeball it. Shape it as if you're walking it in a circle. Oh, it's harder in square wire. Oh my. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. All right, there we go. Okay. And then I don't have a plier to turn it like this, so I'm going to use my flat nose pliers. Ready? And there we go. And hold it there. And then we're going to wrap it shut. If you forget to make it perpendicular, just take the pliers, your flat nose pliers, and just turn it. Turn your wrist. Just turn it, okay? It's not a big deal. And then once you have this, when you make your bracelet, go wide again. You pull it. Here's the hook. The hook is out. Your bracelet is in. shape it into place like that. Then take your thumb and push out. And that's how you make a bracelet without a mandrel.
That's lovely. I love it.
Just like that.
How big of a circle at the end? Is there a rule about how big a circle?
No. Just it. So you see this, the hook.
Yeah.
It needs to be at least double the width of it. So if this is 1/8 of an inch, so it's got to be at least 1/4. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. So that's about 1/8 of an inch wide, the tongue. So double that. So about 1/4 inch. So double the width of it. And aesthetically, you want it to, be easy to look at. Let's look at this and see if you guys like the look of it. Is this nice to look at?
Yeah. Really nice.
Okay.
People just wear those bangles.
I know.
Yeah.
So before we did soldering, this is the only way we could make bangles. So we got really good at it, me and Jamie. We actually built a lot of our bangles like this because it's a hook and eye. That's basically a hook and eye, just in bangle form.
Well, and even if you put some metal beads on it,
Mhm.
and not a lot of them, and they fell to the opposite side of the. I'm sure you can see me pointing at my screen, right?
Yeah.
But if they fell and weighted down there, and your
Yeah.
hook was on the top.
Yep.
It's a beautiful. Aesthetically, it's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Component. So. To keep that up on top, I think that would be another option. Is just have a few beads that are pretty, but they always fall down to the bottom and on the back of your wrists.
Right. Now, if you guys have issues with the thickness of the wire and the beads that won't fit, and you don't want to remount your beads, you can bind. Have you guys watched our binding video on our YouTube channel? You can bind the beads on the base.
Wow.
So, what's that?
Is there any hammering involved?
None right now. Nothing. Ruth asked me, "Do I need a hammer?" I said, "Not really."
You don't have to harden it at all.
It's pretty.
Keep it from going wonky.
What's that? Keep it from going wonky.
How you keep it? Yeah, 'cause you know what I'm saying? It gets out of whack.
Yeah, it will. So to keep it from going wonky, guys, you got to put beads on it. So the nice thing about beads is it's like the outer layer of your wire. So this is the same dead soft, but see how it's not so wonky because I have beads on there to hold it in place. Yes, exactly, Pat. Yeah. So
Wouldn't you hammer it then?
Yep.
Try to give it a little bit more hardening.
Yep. I would. But as per the wonderful request from my friend Ruth.
I was just wondering if I need to get it.
No. You don't have to get it out. So if you want to get a little bit more than half hard or, quarter hard, you take your nylon hammer, guys.
How come your hammering is so quiet? Do you mute?
No, I have a rubber base.
No, like literally, I can't hear it at all.
Oh, good. Thank God, because it makes the audience cringe when you hear that.
Absolutely.
That ping. But just go with your nylon hammer, and then I'm going to show you guys another way to make this tempered a bit more. So that's one way. If you guys have a mandrel, a round or oval bracelet mandrel, like so.
Wow, that's big.
Okay, this is an old one. This is like 12 pounds. This is like my oldest before we bought round mandrels because that was all the rage is bangles and whatnot. The only bangles I purchased was look how thick this metal is, you guys.
Wow.
Jeez, it's. I'm gonna show you what they look like now. They're almost. Oh no, this is an older one too. Look how thick that thing is. I have to put paper in there so we don't hurt our ears. But anyway. Yeah, so you take this and you can do this with the wide face of your hammer.
That's cool.
And then with the pointed face.
And again, you're holding it in place so it's not stretching it down.
Right. And it's making shape. So it's correcting my handmade shape.
Mm-hmm.
And look.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
There. Okay, so if this still isn't what you envision, you can always do this. Watch, guys. Take your 2 fingers and pull it. Because wrists aren't round.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. That's why we only bought oval mandrels. There we go. So that is your twisted wire, twisted square. Oh, and look, guys, it's got a spring to it now.
Love it.
Okay, so that's it.
That's cool.
So
Very cool.
take your square wire, twist it. If you have questions about the wire twisting plier, text me after tomorrow. What else is there? You can do the wire binding on here. You know, that's kind of cool, right?
What length did you start with again, Jason?
1 foot.
1 foot. Okay.
Yeah, 1 foot, and look at how much I cut.
Wow, you need 1 foot.
Yeah.
And what is the finished size?
8 and is 8
8.
on the dot. There, 8 on the dot.
Yeah.
That's with a 2.5 on the tongue. Remember I told you guys the tongue? I did the bend on the tongue. Remember I did the bend? So you take your foot, you trim off the ends, you go to here, you measure out. That's if you guys want a long tongue. If you want a short tongue, do 2 inches. Like this. If you want a short tongue, do 2 inches. Because the 2 inches folds in half, right? Into 1. Okay. And then you wrap it. And then bend that and turns into half. It turns into half an inch. Slightly. See how it eats up, the wire eats up a little bit every time you turn it? That's why 2.5. I didn't want to Scrooge on that. So just use an extra bit of wire so I didn't have to mess this up. Now watch this, guys. This is something in design that you should think about. See how it hits the loop like that? Can you see that? Right. So take your flat nose pliers, and I did it here. You see that little bend I put in there? You can do that here. Like that. Just a little bend. Okay. And it's almost there. A little bit of magic. There. A little bit of magic. There. That's all you need. It's small, but it makes, we're all into.
That good snap.
Yeah, you hear that snap. I need that snap. There. Done. Another way also is you see this head loop right there? You can bend that head loop so it's more flat. Okay? That's it. I'll zoom it in so you guys can see the small, just a little bit of small detail. Little bit of bend right there. Little straightening out right there. Okay. There it is. Okay.
Lovely.
And the wire, when I cut it, is on the edge. On the edge, not here where you can touch your skin. On the edge of the wire, perpendicular to the base. So you don't feel it here. Okay? Just some small details. Just a little bit of detail. All right, so that's, I guess that was my demo, but you can bead this any which way you want. Did you guys have any questions on this bangle? Without any soldering, non-soldered bangle.
There you go.
You can put the Tahitian pearl if you want, just slide it on there, wear it, you know. Yeah, no solder bangle. Just, yep. All right, what's everybody else working on today?
Watching you.
Oh, stop. So that was twisted wire. So yeah, you can take,
I like the twisted wire.
hey, you know what? Let me go get some, you guys keep talking. I'm going to go grab some fine silver and some different gauges, and I'm going to twist a couple so I can fuse some rings for next week. I'll be right back.
Ooh. Nice. I'm gonna have to start over on my necklace.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Why? What happened?
Well,
You don't-
one of the mother of pearl ones, they went past it, and I'm like, what is wrong? Why is this sliding so funky? It actually went in through one of the holes on the
Can you hold-
a little bit large,
Can you hold it up?
and the 15-aught that you use to hold it.
Whew.
So I gotta come up with something else, and I don't like how full it is. So I think what I'm really liking with it is the AB coated moonstone versus the AB coated crystal quartz.
Mm.
I think it looks nicer. This is just, let's see if I can show this. I don't know, can you see it?
I can.
think-
I can't.
I think
All
this here looks nicer than the crystal.
Got it.
I
Just
think
a
it's
little
fighting
better.
with each other. So then I just gotta figure out. Oh, make sure I don't get any that slide through. So, but that's okay. I mean, I wanted something to bring out the sheet, but I really like that coated moonstone.
Beautiful.
So we'll just start over.
You sell your stuff, Pat?
Huh?
Sell your stuff?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Wow.
I have my stuff in a little boutique, I don't know, about an hour and a half south of me. Do okay there. Everybody up here pretty much depends on tourist season. So I'm waiting for that to come up. And I do one gem show, a gem and mineral show, because people realize that I actually use really nice stones. But they see, you know, when you do a craft, they're like, oh, you want that much for that? I'm like, yeah.
That's cute.
So, and then I do have a web page, and I do sell a couple of things on Etsy. So
You know, a lot of work to sell at craft shows and stuff. Like,
oh my God.
it's like a nightmare.
Yeah, by the time you pack the vehicle with all your tables and covers and displays, and they have to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning because we have to be ready to go at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And, you know, depending on what the weather is, because you're usually outside. I've done a few up here. One place, they didn't have internet service.
Ouch.
So all of us trying to charge things, we lost so much money. It was crazy.
That's
It was
crazy.
We couldn't take any charges. So that hurts.
It does.
Like I said, I do a gem and mineral show, which I do really, really good at. So, yeah, that's the one I like. And it's indoor, air conditioning.
All right. Let's see what I got here. I have some 20 gauge fine silver. And I'm taking 2 of them. And I'm twisting them together. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
And it's going to get tighter and tighter. Right now, it looks like this. All right. And it'll start to change soon. First time I'm doing this sideways. Can you guys see it change?
Mhm.
Okay. So no one showed you how to twist wire, huh? This is old school. Yeah. I use this technique quite a bit to create texture in wire. Wire is, I think, me and Jamie think, one of the mislabeled types of thread around. I consider wire the firm thread, still very beatable, and you can do so much with it. You just have to just think out of the box. Okay, look how tight it is now. It's double the amount of tension we put in when we first started. I'm gonna keep on going, and this is a 2-wire twist. I'm gonna show you guys a 3-wire twist using 22 gauge.
What was that gauge?
This is 20.
Okay,
But look how nice and tight that is, guys.
nice. Cool.
And give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this on the floor so I can do a better twist. And the next one we're gonna do is 22 gauge. And you can see how fast, can you hear that click? That snapping sound? That's me twisting it faster and faster. Again, you can do this with a motorized tool, but I like the feel of the wire when there. How's that?
That's twisted. That's tight.
That's sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of wire that you can buy fabricated for you already. Oh, somebody's coming.
Gotcha.
Okay, finished length. It's 11 1/4 from 1 foot. Okay. Oh, it's Deb. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Deb.
Hi there. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're not late. Not late at all.
Late.
Not
Nice
late.
Nice to be here with everybody.
Yeah, 3 hours of beading fun on a Friday.
Yay.
Want to hang out with you guys while we feel creative. Okay, so that's 3 feet of wire, you guys. So I did 3 feet of wire, folded in 3, so it's 1 foot each. Okay, so Deb, what we're talking about today is twisted wire, because our friend Ruth wanted to use square wire. And square wire in and itself is a good metal to work with, a good shape to work with, but I wanted to kick it up a notch. So we took square wire and we twisted it into a bangle. How's that? We built that while you were away. Now we're getting into how we can take wire and change its surface to create more texture. This wire right here is 2 feet of 20 gauge fine silver. Okay. This is 22 gauge. And we're going to twist this into something fun. There we go. I'm going to clamp that down here. And here.
Is that just straight wire that you're using there?
Yep, straight round wire. This is 22 gauge fine.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody who doesn't use fine wire, because fine wire isn't really used too much nowadays, fine wire is 99.9% silver. There's no copper in it. So it isn't sterling. So there's no twang to it. It's very, very, watch, remember when we did the first bracelet? Look.
Oh, Jamie raised her hand, it looks like, but
Jamie?
you're on Jamie's, so
Oh.
I don't know why it shows.
Somebody raised it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going to twist this wire using this tool. It's my twisting wire tool.
I'm so sorry to ask real quick. The one below it, is that square wire, did you say?
This was square wire, the gold one.
I've never seen square wire. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's been around for a bit.
Wow. Okay.
It's fun. It's a fun way to do stuff.
Okay.
Sorry,
I missed the beginning. But
oh,
it's
no.
recording, right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
And what I'm doing is I'm using a twisting wire plier. Okay, I'm gonna show. Okay, guys, this is what it looks like with 3 wires twisted. Kind of neat, right? That one right there. So that's 1 wire twisted square. This is 2 wires twisted round. And then there's the new one right there. Okay.
And that one's 3.
That's 3. And let me twist sideways again.
Like 3. Wow.
Again, it's always okay, I'll be back. Sorry, no vice or clamps on the table. For good reason, I'd probably destroy the table. So, Deb, the sound that you're hearing is my plier going up and down, twisting and repeating. And look at that.
Oh, wow. That's great.
That's a 3, you guys, on 22. And I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to get a wire tester to see what the gauge is of these two. Okay. To give you guys
Idea of what it turns into.
exactly. Thank you, Pat. Yes. What it finally turns into. Yeah. Because if you look at it, if you bisect this and you look at the shape, it is going to be a round shape. Because we're using a tool that creates round wire, essentially round wire. Okay, how's that? That's super tight, guys.
Is there a reason why you would use fine over like sterling?
I don't have to anneal it right now, so I don't have to torch it. So if I use soft sterling wire here, I'd have to, if I got it really, really tight, there can be some issues with the temper. Okay. And I'd have to anneal it with a torch to soften the metal so I don't break it again. Another thing is in design, I'm going to use this so that I can fuse it rather than solder it, so I don't need any soldering materials. I just need a torch and a brick. And this is 3 feet of wire, you guys. This is 3 feet of wire folded 3 times. Okay. The final length is about 11 inches.
Oh, it needs a lot.
Yeah. So look at the difference in the. Okay. I can trim it, but look at that. So I'm going to use my wire tester, handy dandy wire tester. Let's see, 18, 17, 16.
No?
Yep, close to 16. Close to 16 for the 3.
So you spoke about the difference between soldering and fusing.
Yep.
And fusing requires a torch and a brick.
Yep.
Did you discuss that earlier?
No.
Okay, and
No.
so you're going to offer a class on that?
I don't know. Maybe. We may do some torch work and stuff like that. I have to talk to Jamie about it, how we're going to do that. But yeah, I'm going to trim off the ends because I don't need them anymore. The ends provide us a base to work with. But look, now you have workable wire in 16 gauge as a 2 wire twist, and as a 3 wire twist. Look at that.
Wow.
So now you can take this and you can build stuff with this. I have a lot of friends out there who use this for soldering, because since this is fine silver, you can put this right on your bezel. And since it has a higher temperature to melt this material, you don't have to worry about it melting into your sterling silver. You can also use this to build components. And in this case, I'm going to turn this into rings. So I will fuse a ring, and then I can twist this into it. I can also do, what else do I have in this little magic pack of stuff here? You can do a couple different things. I had 14 gauge. I need some 16 gauge. All right. So we can take some 16 gauge wire and we can put them together. No, I'm going to do something different. But you can see how this is going to be a really pretty ring or component. What is that gauge there? 24. Okay, we have some 24 gauge fines in a pack. All right, let's use 4 of this. Have some fun here. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Jamie's supposed to be here already. Maybe I might have to invite her. I think I have to invite her because she's out on the retail floor right now with Debbie, our other Debbie, and our friend Mia. And I will talk to them in a second, but I want to do one more twist before I go. So this is a 4 wire twist with 24 gauge wire. Thanks for your patience while I build.
You're fine. You're doing great.
All right.
You're doing great.
Okay, so clamp that in, lock it in. There's your 4. All right. So here's your 4, all clamped them in there. I'm gonna start twisting.
How do you secure the other end?
I'm holding it with my feet.
Okay.
Usually I have in class, I would have a student hold the other end so they can see how we use the tool and the action of, and they can see how I use my hands in that repetitive motion, because it's a hold, pull the rotator, release the rotator, and pull, release, pull, release. And that's what we have so far. Let me twist it in. Okay, that's a 4.
So pretty.
That's a 4.
Beautiful.
And
4 wires in that?
that's 4 wires in here. So that's 4 feet of wire. 4 feet of 24 gauge wire. And let's see what it finishes off as in gauge. All right. But June, I did like the question about why I use fine silver. And in this case, one is design, and look, it's just under 11 inches right now. I think I'm going to make this a little bit tighter. And I'll show you the finished product in 4 more pulls.
Jason, is there any reason that you used the full length and folded it, the 4 feet, and folded it so that there were 4 pieces, 1 foot, versus cutting
4 foot?
4 1-foot pieces? Any reason for that?
No. There was a bag. So the 22 gauge was in a bag of 3 feet.
Got it.
So I just folded it in, an even number.
Sure.
And you can cut it. You can fold it if you want. It's actually better if you cut it, because sometimes the loops, if they overlap, they don't grip very well in the clamp.
Okay.
That's just technical.
So if you use sterling silver,
Mhm.
if you use sterling silver like that, it might break.
Yeah, it gets harder and it turns into like half hard.
Oh, it gets brittle. Yeah.
It gets brittle. So if you overdo it, yeah, it's work hardened. Check that out.
Beautiful.
So this is 2. This is 3, and that's 4. And let's put it up by my hand so you guys can see it better. There, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can use this as wire components. You can build with it. And if I did use this as a component, June, I would use sterling. I would
Right.
definitely use sterling.
I didn't hear June's question, but I actually trying to find a project to bring down here where
Uh-huh.
I picked up 9995 silver wire, 22 gauge, round dead soft, and I had it here. And I was gonna wire wrap some gemstones with it and do like a bracelet. So it's so I'm now learning the difference between these. So
Yeah.
like I said, I'm sorry I didn't hear June's question, but when would you choose one over the other?
I like, if you guys going to be doing wire wrap links, like linking together, like in the Pikake class that we did, I do prefer a little a wire with a little bit more twang to it.
So like a sterling silver?
Sterling silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still pretty together, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would mix this with a solid. So we all figured out that was about all 16 gauge. I would mix that with a 16 gauge solid and then fuse them on top of each other. Just mix them like that and turn it into a ring.
How do you fuse?
We use a torch. We'll use a torch to heat it up.
Wow.
And we melt the metal together. So basically, when you fuse metal, folks, you're going to be melting the metal together versus soldering. Yeah. So we're not going to solder. We're not going to patch it together. We're going to melt it together.
But it doesn't change the shape, the structure of the.
A bit of it. But if you control it in a way where you can keep the heat even, which I teach you guys how to do, there's very minimal melting. Yeah. But there, you can see it. It's not as pretty, but it is a more of an organic look. If you want an organic closure, then it would be fusing. Because we don't use solder when we put these ends together. We just melt it together. I might put an old fusing video on YouTube. Maybe that'll spark interest again. But it's such an old technique. Our friend Iris taught it to us. She taught classes up and down California in the 90s and 2000s, and we learned from her this very unique technique. I love it. It's very different than soldering.
It sounds like fusing, you have to have a little more finesse.
There's a lot of finesse. There's a lot of
more so than even soldering.
Yeah, there's a balance to it. That's for sure. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go look for Jamie, and you guys can oogle over this wire.
I'm loving that.
Jamie, ready?
That's going to be beautiful. I need to run and get some more beads of what I'm working with. I'll be right back, guys.
Ready to get on camera? Sure. All right, we're gonna try to add Jamie's camera phone into this live. This will be fun, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna invite a guest. Copy. Send this to Jamie. Here we go. Let's see.
Ooh, that is pretty. Use that bracelet.
Oh yeah, it's just nice. Okay, cut it up, stop.
All right.
Friends, I have a question. I would like your opinions, please. Thank you. I have this Peruvian Amazonite 4mm cubes. Look at that color. And I want to wire wrap like a bracelet or a necklace, and I'm going back and forth between gold and silver. I know.
Generally, blues and greens and stuff look better with silver, but
I know.
But gold is it'll add warmth to it if you want to do that.
The color is so rich, and I agree with you
Beautiful.
100%. You go automatically silver, but I don't know. Might look
little nicer with gold.
Yeah. Add warmth to the piece.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Try it. Put some both small beads between and see what you think.
Yep. You're right.
It's
Thank
such a rich color. Oh
It is so pretty. I've had it forever.
Yeah, try. I would try with those. It's kind of more
What
rich.
about like an antique copper or a
Ooh.
copper color? Because then you get that. I've been thinking like rose gold. So if you do a copper or rose gold.
I have copper wire upstairs. I don't have rose gold because it's not my favorite, but the more I do, the more I'm appreciating my culture. I have some anyway.
The copper would be pretty though, because it's
Copper would be really pretty.
I have some copper crimps here, and just putting it next to it, it's like,
yeah.
put it against my shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's not gold and it's not silver, it's in between.
They really feed off
And it's
each other.
warm.
Yes. Okay. So glad you're here. I'm
Where's
so glad
the-
I'm here.
The
I
gold,
gotta go put my chicken.
it seems that the gold too is yellow, so it's warm, but it's yellow.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Let's put Jamie on.
Okay, I'm gonna remove you, Deb. Not remove you, but remove you from spotlight. There you go.
Here we
When you
go.
talk, you're big. Otherwise,
What is that?
Oh, I knew about it.
And there is Jamie. Okay, Jamie, you're live.
Gold or silver?
where's Jamie? I don't see her.
Okay, I think I have one.
She walked around.
Yeah, you're 26 gauge.
Is it soft or half hard?
If you have soft, let's use that.
Okay, I
I'm
think.
gonna go to the spotlight and find Miss Jamie.
Oh, we have all wire here from the other days.
All right, guys. So Jamie's running the show now. She's out on the main floor.
Mine is more like they're just beading with me.
Yep. That's why you're like a showcaser.
The showcaser.
Okay. I'm gonna open up the store.
Oh, I'm gonna do yours in gold fill. Sure. That'll be pretty with it. I'm a best. So we're gonna use 26 soft. You can do it with 26 half hard, but it's a little bit. So because you're wrapping around and around. It don't feel like you.
So when you say too big, do you mean 2 packages or 2 beads?
One side earring, 2. So you need 4. But because in each package, I made the same ones, you have to split it.
Right.
Left side, right side. But the
Okay.
next time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did kind of like a little bit of a different wire wrap for this one. So I'll teach you this modified tip drill wrap. Okay, this is not the official one we've taught for 27 years. You're learning the modified one, which I felt worked better with the soft wire.
Jamie,
I have to make a video for that, I think.
Can you hear your voice?
Did they just say your name?
I don't know. I can't hear anybody, okay? So you'll just have to bead with me silently. Plus, I'm deaf in my left ear, and that's the side facing here. So, wait, if you hear something, Debbie, you tell me, okay?
Okay.
Jamie, we can't see or hear you.
What about the earring? They can't see your earrings?
You know what they said? Can they hear you?
I can't hear them, but can't see. I
Let's
can't
see.
because it's earring.
Oh.
Maybe
Hey, Ruth, can you hear us?
No, not really. And the camera that you were on, Jason, is still the wires.
Oh, okay. Let me flip it to you guys. Hold on 1 second.
So we can't see or really hear Jamie at all to speak of.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Is Jamie going to use a different
I
camera?
think so. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get.
Okay. Gotcha.
After you know what? After we wrap 3 of these, you can put them at the bottom and see what looks good. So we'll build the cluster first. Yours, I think we're gonna do a little bit different. We'll build a cluster and then we'll jump ring it onto a chain. So kind of like sits like a cluster. But Debbie's, I think we should wrap right onto a chain so that we can try some different things. What chain did I use? We need a rose gold chain that looks like this.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be exactly, but it should be where it's got
Different
big holes.
Different size of holes?
Mm,
Or does it matter?
actually, it doesn't matter as long as we know you're gonna go every other hole. So you can use like a long and short, or you can use like a cable.
Okay, so I should go pick out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what rose gold chain because Jason sometimes has like a secret stash. Let me ask him. I'm not too. Our rose gold chain we don't have much, so we might.
Whoops. Okay, Jason, I see you under Jamie now, but you're muted. Okay, I see Jamie.
There you go.
Oh, no.
There you go, James.
That's going to be so pretty together.
Jamie, unmute, please.
Oh, you have to unmute.
Okay. There.
Perfect. Talk, please. Let's see if we can hear you.
I wonder if I can. And it makes it look like we're all beating together.
Can barely hear you, Jamie.
Okay. I'm not talking yet. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm trying to make it.
Wait, I think you took a screenshot.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no! Now I can only see me.
I spotlighted you.
There. Okay, now we can see everybody beating. Okay.
We can't hear you though, really.
Can you hear me now?
Barely. Can anybody else hear her very much? I can barely hear her.
Barely. I'm with you.
Okay, let me see.
Barely.
I'm making a pair of earrings. Can you hear me now?
Echoey and soft.
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me.
I wonder if my
figure out.
mic is not working. Hello?
Hello.
Little better, but not. You got it. You don't.
Hello?
Yeah, that's weird because your face is right.
Hello? I know.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just be together. Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to keep talking, but I can hear you.
Okay. Well, we'll listen real hard for you.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, hang on. I'm admitting somebody from the bead gallery.
I swear, tech sometimes just sucks. Confusing. Seem to have lost all my beads. I put them down somewhere.
Hey, Jason, I see you
Okay,
on
give me.
the gallery iPhone.
I'm going to in a different way. That way we can get this still.
And see Jason going back and forth from different rooms. That's funny.
I shut off the audio on this one.
Screen is
Okay?
him.
I turned the audio off on this one. It's okay, Jason.
There's nothing going on Facebook.
Oh,
So I gotta put you back on Facebook. So give me a second.
okay. If you know what, I think there are 4 people watching on Facebook. Why don't we just tell them to go to YouTube instead?
No, that's the whole stream.
Ah, do you want me to help you figure it out?
No, I got it. I need 2 cameras because we can't.
The Bead Gallery iPhone is muted. Didn't know if you knew that.
Thank you.
Do you want me to?
No, we need 2 cameras because Restream and Zoom cannot be on the same thing. I can't stream 2 things. It's okay. I gotta go.
June, that's nice.
Oh, I see. I
I'll tell
see.
you something. It's a miracle.
Well, I'm gonna put you back on.
Okay.
I don't have you highlighted. I can highlight you.
It's a miracle. I finished something.
We're gonna highlight you. Want to see it?
I have to see it, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna spotlight you.
The middle one?
Okay. Put her on.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool.
That's your little tray.
There you go.
Bring up the bottom.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh,
Thumbs up.
that's beautiful.
He's got extra gold on him. A little bit of gold.
Thumbs up.
Beautiful. Oh, that is so cool.
Kind of weird things I make. And that come out of my dad.
Fun. So much fun.
It's actually finished something. It's an achievement. You
Good
can go
job.
play, it's done.
I don't want to find something. Okay. I'm rolling through this door and hang a red. And you see
So I don't have to put this back. I can just put some in another box of completed stuff.
it. This one's cute. I like that. Yeah. This one's cute.
Hey Ruth, when are we getting together again?
March, we have 2 bead jams in March.
Oh, I can't remember that. I have to look at my calendar.
I think it's the 16th. Hang on, gotta find my phone. 16th and 30th, I believe. Let me check.
I gotta write those down.
Oh, that's a good one. 16th and the 30th. Oh, that's 30. Yeah.
I hate when that
Doing
happens. Telephone. I can't find the address.
This month.
Cool.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I give you the right thing.
We have times yet? Yes, bear with me. I'm getting you.
Okay, Sunday, March 16th, 10:30 to 12 Hawaii time. Now, daylight savings time will be effective March 9th. So for the applicable states, it will be one, and the times are the same for both. So March 16th and Sunday, March 30th.
Oh, you said smart.
So what time would that be in Pacific time?
Okay, so Pacific time, it will be 1:30 to 3. Mountain time, 2:30 to 4.
Oh, what's the number of your chain?
Central time,
Yeah.
3:30 to 5. And
Wait,
East
it might be right behind you. Should look at 233. First box on the left. The 233.
What was,
Go ahead.
okay, and the 30th is the same time?
Same time,
Yes.
same time.
So what's,
That your one.
let's see, Eastern, so
It's the perfect time to.
on the 30th, 1:30, or I'm sorry, 30 Hawaii time. What is it, Pacific time?
1:30 Pacific time.
Got it, thank you.
You're welcome. And the Zoom information, Jamie will post when we get closer.
No,
There-
it's 32.
Zoom.
Maybe that was the wrong number. Let me
Yeah.
go look.
Exactly.
Similar ones are in there. Oh, are they? We should look.
This information is on the mood board. Mighty.
You're such a good moderator, Ruth.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's on the second.
No, you're so good at it.
What's that say?
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
They're both
I'm
empty.
finding it giving me purpose. And so I'm in, because I'm retired now and it just changed. It's getting retired.
Does that work?
Not officially.
It's not
Yeah.
really gold.
Okay.
Are the rose gold chains missing?
Yes, but I'm looking
Yeah, there's two
at
empty gold chains.
side hustle with some jewelry work, so we shall see. Yeah. Yes. This was a hobby, and I would like for it to be my hobby job.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you.
I am so glad I stumbled into this group. I just
Right?
appreciate all of you so much, and I learned so much every time I connect with you. Wonderful people. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's such a supportive group,
Yes.
really
Yes.
sharing ideas and just supporting each other as people
Yes.
outside of even this
Yes.
realm.
Yes.
Just,
Put it in the box.
I love it.
No, there's the thing is empty. They're empty. Two box, please.
Just working with other people. It warms my heart and it makes me feel better. I appreciate it.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I agree.
I'm serious. I got goosebumps.
Never pass up a goosebump.
Either one of those would be fine.
What's that? I'm gonna go look for 253.
A tank top on, but it's 70 degrees here, so it's not because I'm cold.
No, I understand.
Debbie, remind me, where are you Pacific time?
We are in Seattle,
Okay.
West Seattle, out there. So on the 30th, we'll be out in Seattle. And our main home is the west coast of Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
So
you,
we're
you go between time
yes, we
zones.
go coast to coast. We've got our home here and 2 grandchildren here and 2 grandchildren in Seattle. So
That's great.
back and forth. Yeah, it's easier sometimes to log in on Seattle time. And one of these trips this year, when we go out there, I'm going to fly on over to Honolulu and do the visit. And yes, meet everybody that's out there. So I'm looking forward to that. We just have to get it on the calendar.
Yeah, that's
Are you-
fantastic.
All your supplies with you when you travel back and forth? Should make
I do now because we go often enough. This is my toolkit.
Gonna just do it.
Okay. And I've been able to transfer stuff
Get the first
out
two
there. So I
right into
have
the
boards and
ring.
pads, and the only thing I need to move out there or
No,
accumulate out
use a
there
gel
are
thing to
some
connect it.
beads.
Ah,
I think
so
most everybody
this
here
is
has
what
seen
we're
my
going to do.
ridiculous bead room that looks like a store. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
I'm starting with the
some
big
of it out
ones.
there, get out there,
Two large.
out there. We'll see. But I do. I
Being left-handed,
We're gonna have a little travel,
I'm gonna do
awesome travel.
exactly what you're doing on the workout fine.
Look it up and bead there. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Have you been able to take your tools on the plane still?
In my so not like pointy.
I know it's
They
gonna
don't
fall like
all the pointy stuff.
Right.
But if I want to take a bag
That's
of
when you
beads,
cut and you're cutting a strand.
I can do that and
Not
time off
the end.
on the plane.
And
But
cut
yeah,
somewhere in the middle. Or
for those
the
Yeah.
pull them not out from the very end.
too much dealing with the overhead on a long flight. So
Yeah, yeah.
You can use
And I would
you
think
can use like
tools you wouldn't be able to, but I
They
thought
would.
maybe there was something different that I wasn't aware of.
they don't get. You can't take on pointy things. But when they serve you food,
do
you
our end.
put a knife on the
Have about
tray now. So this
1/4 inch of wire.
okay, but a knife is fine.
And then you're gonna make an X. So you're gonna press against one side.
We've
You're
progressed.
gonna put that there.
It's
It's gonna feel squishy.
back to a little
So
bit to
press it
normal.
nice and tight.
Let me bring my tools up.
I didn't know they didn't allow tools.
Yeah.
They have a list, and it's not changed, you know, in forever, what you can't bring on a
Yeah,
flight.
you
But
can press the
I've not
shoulder
tried.
buttons
I have
right
nail
above the tip of
my
your
bag, and they don't stop me for that. And that has a swing out arm that
You're gonna see.
goes as a projectile. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get through
Perfect.
with a
My-
G.
Then the long
I was
one,
gonna say my
the
concern
long
would
piece of
be
wire,
skate on
pick
your,
that up to a 90-degree angle.
not so much. I don't want them to confiscate a good tool.
Exactly. I would never take these
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
these, but when I first started out, I had no
Take
idea
the
what I was
long one and
going to spend
it's going like
$85
this, yeah.
on wires.
It's going like this.
$6.99 on Amazon.
This one
But
to a 90-degree angle.
So-
Yeah.
I'll try. I will try and
Yeah.
report back to the
Please.
group.
It's all about us supporting each other and giving information, right?
Exactly.
Perfect. Now,
Really, really,
the short leg, Debbie,
Yes.
and wrap it around the long.
It is better though.
So
Yeah,
take the
there-
short
yeah.
leg and wrap it around the long.
But how unnerving is it to fly right now? What is happening?
wow,
It's like
really?
nothing in 20 years, and all of a sudden it's like almost.
About 2 times. I didn't wake myself enough.
In a hurry.
1 time.
It's just, it's like I said,
But
but it's still the safest way to travel.
That's what they keep
tight.
saying.
Make it as tight as you can. So
Yeah.
that's going to involve some pinching. And because the wire's soft,
Exactly right.
like it's super soft. It's going to feel like it's kind of like squishy.
Yeah.
Oh my
So when
God.
you're pinching it to make it soft, I mean it's tight. It's a little bit different because when you use half hard, you don't have to pinch it as much. The half hard.
Hey y'all, I gotta clean up. I gotta start making dinner, and I finished my project.
Perfect. And you can tuck that.
Finish
little
Project
end.
is awesome.
You see that little piece that's sticking
Oh,
out?
Eat my dinner.
You're going to go eat your dinner?
Yes.
Because when you press it, it's going to come down. Yeah, and it looks nice and soft.
June, I'm so
I'm
glad
going to
you
be wrapping it for
likewise.
Yeah, but it's very different than what I did before. Yeah, it's very different. It's my new made-up
Oh,
technique.
see everybody.
Yeah, see you guys in
I hope you like it.
March, hopefully, and
Okay, now it should look like a little drop on the end of our wire.
then out.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a while.
There you go, Danny. You can do this.
And that's good. That's exactly the way it's supposed to be.
You know what you're
Thank
making?
you.
Yes.
Perfect.
And June, what are you making for dinner? Inspire me.
Now we're gonna do a
chicken.
wire wrap loop. But to make it harder, we're gonna do 2. Okay?
Yum.
Yeah,
I'll challenge you.
kind of quantity. I never
I'm
know
gonna hold the wraps.
if it's gonna need
I'm gonna
something.
make a 90 degree because
No.
I want to wrap.
Back and
I want
forth.
a 90-degree angle right
Oh,
above the
Debbie's
2
daughter
wraps.
had a baby, but it's
You
a
can
mixture.
hold it and bend it with your finger, but I don't want it to be hard.
A
So
little bit of
pinch
water
the
or
wraps
something in its
so that
line.
you're level with the wraps and then push
Really
them.
premature.
Yeah.
Early. So I don't know if she's coming home for dinner.
And when you do that,
or-
Debbie, next
or
time touch
she's
the
gonna,
tip.
you know. Trying
How long
to.
ago?
Perfect.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. One day she had a
Now we
baby.
get a nice 90 degrees.
Oh, Rowan.
So cute.
Worry about the chicken.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, they said he was fine when he was
I'm
born.
gonna
Then
do
yeah, he started.
On those fires,
The word is
sandwich the wire.
grunting. He was grunting.
Tiny
for the-
ones. So it's
There was
kind of
some
like,
fluid.
mm,
And
what
that
is
happens
that?
if you liver really quick.
Mm-mm.
A little preemie, not much.
1/8 of an inch in, 4/4 inch in.
And so they thought it would just be overnight, but when they test for oxygen or something,
You can be here a little time.
he said he still has fluid in
That's
there.
good, that's good. Now it's come up over and around like basic wire wrap.
Wow. Good. He's in exactly where he
To
needs
the bottom drop.
Right. So my daughter sometimes, you know, they rush back.
All that special order stuff.
She really
So now it looks like basic wire.
Yeah.
So this part you should be looking at it going on.
The
Okay.
food at the hospital
I know the next step.
the first 2
Hold
days.
the bead and turn to 90.
It was still bad.
Hold the bead and turn to 90.
Or, you know, somebody just go back first.
Hold the
Yeah.
bead. Wait, no, hold
Or
the
the
bead.
bead,
Don't move the
but
bead.
it's good that they
Turn
get
down.
out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Even if it's for 30 minutes.
There
Yeah,
you
you know, because the hospital is about 20 minutes from our house, so that makes it.
Oh.
Nope.
turn
So
towards
it's the valley. So
right
they
there,
have
right
to
there.
run
Perfect.
back and forth.
Now, if you want to do a double loop,
She doesn't go to
Mhm.
bed at night, so she actually gets to
as I
sleep.
did too,
That's actually a good thing. Most
I
people
did
don't
that because
sleep.
visually,
You
when
get
I looked at my earring, there's so many wraps here
they
that when I looked at it as one wrap
hang out there. She's the
above
cute.
it looked dinky.
Really?
I was like, ugh. So I added one more loop. Let me show you how to do that.
TV movies, they always have the mom
If you wrap a
Next to it.
spool,
But she
you're
says
sitting
no,
a small
they
one,
have
right?
their
So I'm going to be wrapping
They
on the
don't
smaller part of mine. So I took it off and I put it back on. So now I'm wrapping on the bigger part of my tool.
Wow.
Yeah.
And try to make it
Hard
the
pressed for
same size as your
Yeah.
foot.
I was gonna say, you know, there's a little crazy moms out there. They're not gonna do well with that. You know, when her
It's
baby's
kind of
first,
awkward, right? And it kind of feels funky, but
there's
just
a
stick
lot
with
of
it. If you do it 100 times, it'll feel much more.
Yeah. I guess they have to have stamp.
100's not a lot because just in the
Same.
steering alone, Debbie, you're gonna do like 17 or 16.
I would just think you get to hang out there and just stare at the little
Very nice.
bubble, you know.
Think you were in the same room.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now the wire is just cruising, right?
Different times.
Yeah.
You see that you can wrap around.
Prayers. Yeah, good.
You know, everybody that
You
has
see your first two wraps or 2.5 that you did.
Mhm.
Okay, can you see that you can wrap over those same two wraps now?
All right, guys.
Wrap over those two.
So am I going to turn this back around so that it's not?
2 years ago.
Is it weird? Are you holding it in a weird way?
Yeah.
Yeah, then turn it around.
Like our
If you're
word.
holding it and it feels weird, turn it around. But if you made it and it didn't feel weird, just leave your hand there.
Different people.
It just kind of depends, like, you know, when you're making the second loop, how did you put the tool in there? Sometimes
Hey,
it's
nice
at your
to see you.
angle,
So you're
sometimes
getting
it's not. Yeah.
arrogance.
Yeah.
Right? So I need you just to wrap once and twice. Now you're gonna work your way down
Go get
all the
the
wraps.
little top off your potato
Is that
chip and I'll be right back.
bead is not
Alrighty.
like this. Here's your bead. Sometimes the bead wants to go like that. Sometimes the bead wants to go like that. Keep the bead straight. So when you're wrapping it evenly and then go down towards the body of the bead.
Sure would like to know what you mean. Those guys are working on.
Wrap nice and firm and straight. You'll know when you've covered all your wires, right? You can see that, Yamiya, because you're kind of covering it. Sometimes when I do my last wrap and then I run out of wire to cover, a gap forms. You see that gap? That's a good gap. That's where I'm going to hide my tail. I might be able to hold this up to the camera. We'll see. Let's do it again. I wonder if Ruth can hear me now. Ruth, can you hear me now? I think I laughed too much, but oh, it's cute. I like it. That looks like a lot of gold. Go one more. Because I like it hiding the sides of the bead.
So I do have a gap.
Okay, that gap is perfect. Okay, so this is what you do with the gap. I'm gonna come back around it, up, and then end in the gap, so I can cut and push into the gap. So the wire has a little fun place.
Oh my God. After that,
When I hook it in, I'm just tucking it in. Ta-da. It's not like I'm not trying to get it.
I sure would like to be able to see and hear what Jamie and Debbie and.
Let's see if I can.
Oh, here she comes.
Oh, Jamie. Jamie, can you hear me?
I just want to knock.
I know. I know. Oh, she's saying she.
Oh, 1 second. Well, she's muted.
She.
Can you hear me now?
I think she can say she can hear us.
Can you hear me, Ruth?
I'm nosy.
I know. And your coworkers get to your lunch.
Too.
For this, I don't really have.
Jamie, come back. Come back.
Wait.
Come back.
Oh, it's like the Titanic.
Right.
March
Okay.
Hang on. Let's see if I can.
Did you text her?
There's not a girl. I know, they told her like almost exactly 1 month.
Yeah. Are you texting her?
Yeah.
On her personal cell phone? Or her
Yeah.
watch? Good. Yeah. Just. Ask her, what do you want? Show us what you're working on.
You're ready to go. But they knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's her personal cell phone. I'm not sure. I have Jane. I have the Bead Gallery cell phone, and then it's Jamie's. I think
Okay.
it's hers.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Cute, yeah.
That is very messy looking.
When I went, I went in August and September. August, everyone's on.
If you can just take the camera and hold it over each of their mouths for a minute. Debbie, can you hear me?
No, that's not. They're asking if we can hear them. I can.
Hey.
Can they hear us?
Remember when I went there?
Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
Supposedly they were starting that lady.
Yeah.
It's
Something is wrong with my phone.
Mute.
My rain boots did not.
yeah, you're
I
muted.
don't think we're muted, are we?
It was like,
I don't think so.
You're muted.
No.
Can't hear you.
We can't see them. That was. I'm gonna write them a message.
Oh, I know. Wait. Can't we? Can we? Hang on.
Did we comment?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, where do we comment? Hang on. Where do we comment? Chat.
There you go.
Can I borrow your phone? Can you get the picture of the screen? I'm gonna show them what we see. Because they're like, can you see us? And I'm like, no, I can't see anything. So I'm gonna show them what we see. How's that? Okay.
no, it's not.
You.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna show it to them.
Nope.
Okay, so in August, because I hadn't been there since August was the first time I had been there since 22.
Okay.
Do you think they understand what I'm showing them?
23. But there's a donkey village.
Oh, she's reading.
Like donkey.
Okay.
Donkey, okay. Yeah, like a giant donkey.
We feel that we're being ignored. No, we're not. But
Yeah, we are. Technically. Yeah. She's writing.
Really?
okay, can you?
That's big.
It's pretty big.
You must be nice.
It's pretty big. And then outside of the
No. We wanted her to take the bead
Putting
gallery.
it on the phone.
No,
there's a food court.
Let me spotlight.
And then
Hang on. Spotlight.
an Olive Garden.
Can't see it.
Can't see it.
They can't see my nose. Oh,
There's an Olive Garden.
Oh,
This is all we can see. But can we hear you?
It's like you make it a point just
Oh.
to see the whole.
Oh, she can only see herself.
To my Filipino.
Good.
I like it.
so she can't probably even see the messages.
It's not getting it over.
Turn it on. Show them, yeah.
Where you could get over
Huh?
it. I used to pack my.
Yeah. You're just getting enough.
Now you're just getting.
Okay. I don't know what that. Oh,
Hang on.
yeah.
You.
Well, I think I'm funny. Well, when you do. How long is this?
I think Jason had to set it up
Sunday.
so that camera is the restream camera, so that they can see us beating.
They get back.
But then the volume, I think, is in the other room.
Oh, because.
So we can't talk. If I put it on my camera,
Okay, let me
then
write
it'll
it.
disconnect us from the Zoom.
She did.
Because the Zoom is streaming. So we're doing this through our stream software. So we're doing it like
See it.
Zoom to our streaming
That's
software
right.
that's in that room. I know, it's so crazy. It's so
There's
crazy.
a lot to it, isn't there?
There is.
We know that we can't see her.
I've never been to Japan.
We can see her, but she can see us.
So, I wonder if they can see what I'm doing here.
Trying to visit. I just need to buy my
We need to move up. We
because
can't see.
I have a place to stay.
You can't see.
But-
Because it's up here. I can't beat over here. I can't see what I'm doing.
So we're gonna hang out.
Bye. I guess she's saying bye. I don't know.
Okay, so then
Allison Jesus showroom.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh, it's blurry.
Yeah.
Here, let me unblur mine.
And I'm going to
Hey,
Lane.
Let
I
me
like
see.
you.
Reactions. Let me see. Yeah, I want to get the blur off.
I think you're okay if you hold it up. Hold it up because I can see it.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a longer.
Oops, it's blurry again. Move it back toward your face. There.
Where's that?
You're right in front of you. Let's see that though. It's longer now.
But I can't see her right now.
Let's see what she said. Jamie.
I didn't see J-Hope in concert.
Where?
In LA.
Is she looking up?
Jason, no, but Jason looks like Jason came in. See him in
Are
the
you
door.
by yourself?
I can't see anything but me.
Okay, I'm
My
gonna do
sister
that.
was like, when they announced the tour, she's like, "Is it okay if I don't go with you this time?
Oh, I see him.
I'll go with
I
you."
wonder if I
She
checked
said,
him.
"Come back to her," but
Oh, that's
there's
not
all
him.
these concerts I want to go to this year, and
Oh,
as much as I love
Because he's
J-Hope,
working in the store. That looks like
see these other
it's
concerts. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fine. And so,
right
yeah,
there.
since it, and like, I didn't know anyone else.
Well,
that
Debbie, it
wanted
looks
to
like
go
it's
with
just
me.
you and
Like, I
me.
knew people who would want to go, but
And we'll figure it out.
mindful of their
Does
financial
Debbie
situation.
still
They're,
live
they're having a
here?
house built.
No, she lives like in New Jersey.
She's dealing with it well.
Okay.
And others,
See, she's trying
my
to.
sister, but
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm waiting. I don't
other
think
friends
she's
are like,
yet.
oh yeah, we're not gonna go. So I'm like, yes, I'll just go by
I don't know
myself.
why I want to say she lives on the East Coast, but I need to want. I
So
would try to remember where everybody is.
there were two VIP packages, the whole package and the same.
Your screen says you're in
They're
Sacramento.
exactly the same except the whole
Yes.
package.
Oh,
I think,
When you put in your name,
which I think was sold out by the time I got into YouTube. I got the
you can
same
put
package. So
like.
I'm on the
wrap.
floor with sound check.
oh, okay.
and
Does mine come up?
yeah.
Right now it's Debbie.
Minus the
So when you
little bit about the meet and greet, I'm grateful I'm going.
How much was the package with the meet and greet?
get ready to
It was
join,
$100 more.
I think I'm on an
That's
iPad.
all?
I
To
think
meet
so.
you?
I think the whole
Automatically,
package, I
I
think the whole package
My
is
iPad
supposed
is
to be.
named
I don't know
Debbie.
because it was also out by
okay, maybe.
or I didn't see it available.
Yeah.
I was trying to buy the ticket.
I'm
So-
not
But I think
I'm
someone
not
said it was like
really
$613 before.
knowledgeable on this.
So my
Me either.
so it would have been like 700 something with fees.
So are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in
Towards
Sacramento
it. So
tonight.
after she
So
sold
when
it,
I go to,
So
when I open up
you didn't
Zoom,
have any more meet and greets,
I
right?
I
go
didn't
to
see
join
any whole
a
packages
particular Zoom.
available in the VIP packages when I
I'm like, I'm on my laptop
Oh,
right now.
I said hi.
Yeah.
So I'm
So I'm trying to figure out my
because I
fit,
have Mighty.
banner, if I'm gonna make a banner.
But if I were to do
That's
it
exciting.
on my tablet that has Mighty on it,
Where are you gonna stay?
And my sisters.
when I go to Zoom,
Is she gonna drive you and drop you off?
I think so. I hope so.
or just before I
I'll
hit
figure
Do
it
you J hope so?
that's for
out.
feed Zooms, I put
That's so
AK
exciting.
that's who I am on Facebook.
And then I met someone in at a market who was going with her friends. So
Pictures of Sylvia.
I could hang out with them.
And so I put that
Aww.
and then
That's nice.
somebody else in
Oh
some
my
other
gosh.
it was just to put where
Now, if
they
you said you were going to a Jungkook concert, I'd be like, can I go with you?
Okay, so I said, Jason, can you see this message? And he said, looking.
Hi.
But J-Hope kicked off his concert
Oh,
tour
hi.
last night.
Just
in
hi.
Spain. So I watched it online.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. He's so cute. Oh,
He's not good. And it's not the same length as this one either.
okay, so I think what happened is you wrapped a little bit tighter this time. and you made your neck a little bit longer.
You did make the neck longer.
So don't worry. Just leave this one on the side. You'll use it and just keep going.
Okay.
I would say by the time you finish one side of your earring, you're gonna get good at it.
Okay.
Yeah. So relax until you hit that one.
So then her,
Because I think the hardest part is trying to figure out.
unmute. He said unmute.
Yeah. And then my first set that I did all kind of rafts. Sometimes I went underneath to tuck it. Sometimes I tucked it from the middle. Sometimes I went down and I went all the way back up because I wanted to test that. So then each one I did was a little bit different, and I wasn't
So like
like this one.
Yeah.
This one I went down.
Bye, Lang.
All the way back up. Bye, Lang.
That is the one.
We'll see you soon, okay?
So you can try all different things.
Okay.
We'll see you later, okay?
Let's see which one you like the best.
Have a good day with
This
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
next
Yeah, that was still muted too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in friends.
And it's probably so we don't hear the background noise of what's going on in the store.
You never met her. Elaine.
I don't think they realize it's just you and me.
I don't
It's
think.
Nancy.
Yeah, she can't see us.
Right.
That's being right.
See, she said that she was trying to move to a different medium because Facebook was becoming more and more difficult. Now I don't do social media. Like I do this. I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's cute. Keep going.
I joined
Right now, both of you, you can't control what's happening because you don't know how the wire tension is getting harder being let down. You know that?
because
It's getting stiffer as you go. Oh, that's true. But you don't know how much stiffer because you only did it twice. By the 10th one, you'll be like, ah.
So
When you hit the bottom, you'll be like, okay, it feels this bouncy.
I don't even have
You can't tell, but you know, it's just hard. You're learning with a new how the wire's reacting to what you're doing to it. I can't even explain to you because I don't know if the rose gold is bouncing the same as the gold shell.
And I've never used soft wire in this.
Oh yeah, so
So
it feels,
this is totally
it feels
different.
super crunchy, yeah. Yeah, but keep going, keep going. You're doing fine.
So trying to maybe move away from it a little bit more.
Can you hear that? Or let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but the only way they can see is if I lift my arms up really high to that, and I can't be that high above my head.
Oh, I can do this. That's fine.
No. Do not change a thing.
How's that?
Because
Okay, say hi.
You come.
I keep waving, but I can't show them what I'm doing because it's so
You're
small.
waving to.
That's right.
Let's see. Yeah, so she can't really see you guys.
Me too.
Let me see.
Oh, it's 3:30. We're done.
All right, let me see something. Let's see if they can see you.
Oh, okay. We have to stop now because
Thank
they
you.
invited Debbie because Debbie has to leave soon.
Okay.
So we'll all wait.
Okay, that's what Jamie's doing right now.
Hear you. We can hear you. And yes, this is what we wanted was if somebody could just show us what Jamie and the other two are working on. Can you hear
You can show me a racket now.
From there. Can you unmute us?
We could hear.
There.
Okay.
Yes.
There, now we can hear you.
Okay, so they are doing a briolette wrap, and the wrap that they're doing is a modified version of ours. They're using soft wire. Are you guys using soft?
Soft wire.
Mhm.
Soft wire, and they're wrapping a cap after they wrap.
Oh, I wanted that class.
So this is a capped briolette wrap.
Oh, yeah.
And here is Debbie. Here's Debbie.
Thank you, Jason. I'm so sorry. We were starting to feel a little off on the night.
Now I had some customers in the shop, so I have to bounce back and forth.
Yep. We understand. Okay. So can you keep this unmuted so that at least we can hear them maybe or no?
Yep. And there they are.
Okay, and if we can't hear much, we'll at least feel like we're part of them.
All of my briolettes come out like a nest, a messy nest.
Yeah.
So cute.
Wanted to do a really nice
I
one.
think this one I should have done last.
I don't have.
I like that one. That's so funny. Okay.
Thank
So
you,
when
Jason.
you do it this
Oh, you're welcome.
Jason.
Hey, no worries.
you're wrapping down that meanwhile.
Through
You know you
Yeah.
yeah.
I can get through my iPad up in the front of the store.
Actually,
Yep.
let me see what you got right
There we go.
I
If
can
you
see.
can answer maybe today, that's great. If not,
Yeah, that's good.
What's that?
if you can answer today, that would be great. If not, it's okay.
Okay, I will answer today.
Thank you. I wonder if they have
This will be really fun once I figure it out.
YouTube on it. You
It's a
know,
little bit tricky,
what they're
you know?
doing.
He
Not
said that they were doing a live YouTube today too.
okay.
You know what? Let me check real quick because I have YouTube Premium, so I get everything without any commercials.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's how I
Ended
found
up a little shorter
the place that I'll go.
right,
I hear
right here this
commercials.
time.
I learned
More
a
like the
lot
first
about
one.
jewelry
Okay,
making.
so what we want to do is get right
Michelle,
the
a long time ago
first.
with the lattice.
We want it to be on that wrap.
Lattice.
So we want it to be on this.
Closer. Yeah, let me see if I can get it closer.
That was the first thing I
Okay,
ever
you
did.
see how like if you start
I
wrapping,
immediately became a
you're not
member.
wrapping on the wire wrap.
Absolutely
You're
loved it.
wrapping
Right.
on a blank space.
And that's what happened on the second one too, but
Yeah.
Text me about.
I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna roll it down.
I'm going to.
Okay, there. So Debbie had a space. I just grabbed it and I rolled it until there's no space. And now when she does her first wrap, it'll be on top of it.
This is how
oh, that's your too.
Oh. Same for you, Mia. If yours is not close enough on the first wrap, roll it closer so that it is.
But I've only known you guys since the board was
Yeah. Only because
So that's just the second.
it kind of shortens up the neck and it'll make it a little bit like.
Am I doing this the wrong way? Am I supposed to do this the other way?
We can turn it. Yeah, don't worry. We don't know what the right and the wrong way is because it depends how you attach it to the chain. Like here, if you're gonna put it on a ring, this is gonna be maybe the wrong way. So I might want this right, but if I'm using a jump ring, it's gonna flip it that. So I'll just take my whole lead and turn.
It's
So it just depends on how you start it the other way.
Then.
But if you're hanging it into a piece of chain, you might want it tied
Send
down.
that one message because he couldn't find it. So good. Can you see and hear it on there?
But now when I'm wrapping, you can hold it like this and wrap.
Oh yeah.
Or you can stay in here and wrap.
Well,
Was the first one that you had?
That was pliers, hold the loop and wrap.
Do you have
Basic wire wrap technique style.
I don't have
But you can't squeeze really hard because then you might.
Oh, okay. I'll have
You might
More of a wire.
yeah.
Joe.
And then I don't know if this is gonna make you feel better. As I kept going, I decided not to do the double wrap anymore.
You
So I
tap.
changed to single wraps. So I don't have double hoops on everything.
Okay.
So once you feel like you gotta hold and you understand the
Yeah, I'm
double loop
stringing it.
like it does, maybe switch to single loops. Okay.
Yeah, we
I gotta finish this to Jason.
my Black Friday. I was so.
I liked wrapping all the way down though. It makes me feel happy.
But then when those pieces like that kind he would wait for them. Yeah, so we would 6 in the morning. 7. Because we would go.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Now it's just
And then sometimes they look really ugly. Sometimes they look better. Sometimes I have to squeeze them to even it out. Like, let me see if I can explain how I squeeze it. Let me borrow one of yours. See if I can squeeze it. Okay, here. Like, let's say there's like a depth, or like this side's a little higher, right? So I'll just go and I'll squeeze it
See ya.
like that.
Okay.
The nice part is, once they're all hanging like this,
You're not gonna really see the whole
no,
thing.
no. In fact, what I do is I look at other people's on Etsy to see how nice they're wrapping because I'm like, are they wrapping really nicely? Most of the time, if you go like that and make the picture bigger, you're like, oh my God.
That makes me feel better.
It made me go, oh, thank God. It's not just me trying something and it's like, it looks a little kooky. Oh, this is
just doing my rounds. Quality
quality
control.
control. Let's call you QC Lee. Do you want to be called QC Lee? Bye.
So do I need at least the wrapping looks a little better this time, but the loop, do I need to finesse that loop a little?
Oh, so what you can do is you can grab the loop. You can just angle it.
Make it straight.
Yeah. I'm gonna just squeeze your first wrap a little tighter. Look how nice. That's getting there.
That's better. Okay.
It's getting there. I would say if I do this about 20 more times, I'll be able to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And so you attached all of them with jump rings.
Let me see you.
Who's the young lady that's
Yes.
yellow shirt?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know for sure other than.
I don't know why I did some with no. This one I wrapped right onto the loop.
That's a little harder though, isn't it?
Let me see the jump.
Okay.
But I don't know why. See, that's why this is a quickie earring because I was testing all different things on it. So if I want to make it look like the other side, I can't remember what I was doing. Some have double loops, some have single, some have a jump ring, and some don't.
But from here to here, does it matter? Are you
No.
Because I don't think so.
I will move my head fast.
I have my hair down.
You like my earrings?
I wish we could see what they're making. The riolettes, but what they're making.
Listening to them is cracking me up. They sound like a bunch of old ladies that are just like, what are they doing?
Here we go.
What's happening? Cracking me up.
I don't think he can see us.
He can't see us either.
Let's see. Flip. There we go. Oh, it died.
My God. This is too fun.
The Zoom died.
There's almost that.
I put it. It's supposed to end at 3:30.
Meant to be, I guess.
Yeah, it's tiring me out. I think we have to stop because
You
Debbie
got,
has
but
to
you
go
better.
soon.
I know you better say bye to them.
Okay.
Let me go do this real quick.
Can I say? I can't say bye on that one. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I can. Thank you.
No, you can say bye to this one.
This was one of the hardest Zooms we've ever done because I didn't understand the connections and why we had two cameras. So every time I was trying to say something to them, I was trying to say it in the wrong camera and they kept saying they can't see. I was like, I don't understand.
Oh,
And then I was trying to talk and they couldn't hear me. But I was like,
It was hard.
yeah. I was starting to feel like I can't do this. And yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I'm back.
Okay, thank you.
It crashed.
Can you see and hear us?
I can.
Can you see us?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Okay.
different. Oh, she's doing the triangle crossover.
Yeah, okay. Let me highlight her. Hold on, Debbie.
No, don't highlight me because I'm still trying to figure out how to do it.
Well, but we want to watch you
Well, yeah, but
try.
we're gonna learn from what you're doing. There we
Okay.
go. Nice. Okay, triangle and then straight up.
Oh, so she can hear us now.
I can't.
Magic of restarting.
Jason, I'm sending you a text. on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Debbie, where are you gonna go for dinner tonight?
We're Morton's, which is the other direction, so that's why I really can't be late.
You got it.
And this is our last night to say see her before she goes. What time is your dinner?
5:15. So it's an early dinner.
It is the early. It's one of the first.
Did your daughter already land?
Yes, she should have.
Nice. Very nice.
You're holding all the other flag instead of the flags.
Yeah, or just a little bit. I don't know if that works because when you
Does it work? So close.
Oh, nice.
See, and those riolettes have such a tiny hole that you have to use, what, 24,
26.
26 gauge, and then you have to do a double O-ring or wrap or whatever. And then it's hard to hold it with you gotta hold it with your finger or else it gets all wonky. You're doing a great job.
Where's your baby cutters?
Oh no, couldn't find it. So I was just like,
So I've seen some wraps where they bring it all the way down and then they cross it over everything and bring it up and wrap it back around. Do you have a preference on, oh, look at how pretty those are.
I don't like going back up.
Yeah, I don't like the way it looks either. So I just wonder, how do you finish that wire off? Just cut it.
Is that the one going back up? This is the one going back up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
I like it.
Go ahead, Debbie.
Without it, I don't know.
This
I
is
just
without going up there.
your preference.
She's gonna figure it out eventually after about what, 99?
99 more. I will let you know. Because it's inconsistent every time I do it. So I can't figure out what
works.
Yeah. Yet.
Yeah.
But it's okay when they're all clustered.
Because it looks good.
That looks great.
You're cutting your own jump rings too?
Mm-hmm.
Get them, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I wanted a specific size for this.
Got it.
Bring it.
Wire working machine.
Custom all the way, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to go now because I'm going to help Debbie get wrapped up. She's going to be leaving soon. And going back to her home soon. Bye-bye, Debbie.
Bye.
Bye, Debbie.
Bye, Debbie. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And look forward to seeing you for March, the two March speed jams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, and then this is Mia.
Hi.
Hi, Mia.
And who is this?
This is one of our customers from 25 years ago. This is her daughter. How old are you now?
I'm 21.
I was going to say, she's not old enough to be a
I was
customer
going
of 20.
to say the same thing.
How sweet. And what is
beating.
what's her name?
Mia.
Mia.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you, Mia.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks, ladies.
Debbie, safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Ruth, thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure.
And Deb, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
And
coming.
I didn't say bye to Pat, so.
Or I didn't say bye to June either.
Or June.
That was you had sound. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
That is true.
Yeah, they went to eat and or make dinner.
There you go.
So
All right, guys.
thank you, Jason. That was a
Okay, I'll check your message. You guys need anything, just text me. I'll be on the floor today. It's Friday.
Thank you.
I'm just imagining it being on the floor.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jason, will you go on the floor and let me take your picture?
Okay.
You and I did.
It's funny.
Got it covered. So
Okay, let me do this. Oh, I gotta turn it off on there.
I brought
Since
in
I need to leave in 15 minutes,
your
would you be
sapphire
able to figure out what I owe you for this?
tubes and I brought down this.
Finish for another week.
I want to.
They were.
Daddy, don't
The
go.
lighting in here isn't good, so I
I
was
know, I'm
going
such a bad friend.
towards
Yeah, I'm like, don't go.
do
And
something.
she has to go.
But there was so
So
much, when
bad.
Jason, once
It was so
Jason,
long.
I know. I'm kind of
definitely, because he,
really overwhelmed to think it would might
not that Nancy wasn't, but Nancy was doing her own thing, and so we were all just doing our thing.